What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network. People, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button if you got, so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel. It's down there, straight below the screen. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in and out of the building. Make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing over here, all right? Listen, man, let's just jump right into it, man. Shout out to Uncle Roro for this clip, right? But I'm going to be disagreeing with him on some of this shit, but it's still respect, right? But, so Byron Donaldson, Trump lackey, Trump boy, Trump house nigga, decided to go on MSNBC, I think, and decided to defend Donald Trump at the Black Reporting Convention thing, right? LBs, whatever it's called, and decided to defend this shit. And my question is, y'all see the title up there, Byron Donaldson, Why Lie? Why lie? There's no reason to lie, bruh. I understand politics. I understand you embellish shit. I get that. But why lie? Like you have to know that you're lying. But anyway, let's get into the clip, people. Y'all want to say good morning to everybody, man. Everybody having a blessed Friday, man. Y'all notice I've been doing shows right early is because I got a fucking, my sleep is different now. Like, so cause of how I work. So I'm up early in the morning now and shit. So, cause it's usually when I get up and I don't be wanting to break my routine. Like, cause I'm off, like I ain't got to work. I ain't got to work tomorrow either, but I go back to work Sunday. But I keep my routine going, so I won't, y'all know I got OCD real bad, and plus I don't sleep very well, so I got comfortable of sleeping 6 hours a day now, at night. You know what I'm saying? So I got like a pattern now, so that's why y'all see me up early doing shows and shit, y'all. All right. Usually my daughter be woke, so I usually do shows a little later, but she sleep. So it's a good time for me to kind of do some shows. Because usually she up and out and about and shit, wanting breakfast and shit. But anyway, plus I had to help my wife with some shit early this morning too. She rearranging her room that she got upstairs. Oh yeah, merch. I'm gonna be having merch, y'all, by the end of this. I'm trying to try to say by the end of September, around the holidays a little bit, maybe somewhere around the end of the year, maybe the end of September. I'm gonna be having some merch, y'all. We're gonna have OBF Network shirts, hats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, OBF hats and stuff like that, and shirts. Sweatshirts, we gonna have all of it, hoodies, we gonna have all that shit. I'm being back on my merch shit, people. I'm gonna send you, everybody can go to the website and shit, and I'm gonna have a website, everything gonna be set up. My wife gonna help me put all this shit together. So shout out my wife, she actually going to be making the merch, so shout out to my wife. So I gotta cut her a percentage, y'all. So make sure you guys get the merch when it comes. I'll let y'all know when it comes, man. I'll blast it on Facebook as well. And I'll make sure I keep, I'm gonna have a commercial up for it too. Cause once I get the merch done, I'm gonna have, me and my daughter model it and shit like that. So, you know what I mean? So we gonna have like a little minute video. Y'all see, it's like a commercial break. I had it up there so you guys can know where to get the merch from, see the commercial. You know what I mean? I got shit coming, people. I'm telling you. We get ready to push this shit to a whole nother level. All right? But anyway, let's get into it.
Let me deal with this fool, Florida Congressman Byron Donalds. Sunday, he was on ABC This Week, and he was questioned by George Stephanopoulos about Donald Trump's attacks on Vice President Kamala Harris when he spoke to NABJ. I don't use, and let me just be real clear, I don't use words like coon, Uncle Tom, sellout, Oreo. I don't use any of those words. I don't like to use them against black people.
Well, I'm sorry. Uncle Ro, respect you from afar, brother. You the big homie. Listen, I don't give a fuck about that. Listen, if some of our black people going to get on a national platform and be anti-black and embarrass our people and then at the same time pretend that they're representing us, at this point, I get to call them anything I want to call them. Now, maybe for you that's not okay to do. I'm all right with that. That's your. It's like some black people don't like other black people calling them the N-word. I get that. Or using the word around them. I get that. I respect that. But for the rest of us, if a motherfucker gonna do what Brian Donaldson and people like him do, black people like him do, embarrass us the way they do, and sell us out the way they do, I get to call them a sellout. I get to call them a fucking Uncle Tom. I get to call them house niggas. I get to call them black white supremacists. Because that's what they representing. So, I highly disagree with you, Uncle Roro. Sorry. But I appreciate your respect of why you may not do it. But, hey, over here, we call them niggas house niggas. You want to act like a house nigga? You want to be a boy? You want to cower down to your master? I'm going to treat you that way. I'm going to speak to you in that manner. You don't want to be a free slave, nigga? You want to be a slave? Be a slave. Ain't nobody got time to be mincing words with sellouts. House niggas. We over here trying to bring our people together on some real shit. And this nigga is over here selling us out for a bag. For power, political power. And he still ain't got no political power. All that selling out, all that bootlicking. Let's move on, man.
I don't use, I don't allow them my timeline on social media. But when I sat here and watched this fool, Byron Donalds, embarrass himself, embarrass his family, embarrass his ancestors.
But you know the bad part about it, though? This is why I disagree with Uncle Ro. You will bring on somebody like Richard Spencer to debate him, but you get mad at other black people for calling up certain black people that sell us out. Sellouts and coons, you block them? This doesn't make any sense to me, but anyway, go ahead.
Yes. And what got me the most is, how your ass gonna do this when your wife white? Your kids.
Time out. First of all, that's the problem. That's one of the problems. His wife is white. So his wife has to be a racist. Listen, any woman that tolerates a man that sells out his own people, regardless if she white or black, something wrong with her. It is no way impossible. If I was a sellout like that, my wife would be with me. No way impossible. Nigga, she probably be filing for divorce, nigga. It doesn't matter how much she love me, nigga. Listen. Yo, listen, you gotta think, when you're selling yourself out, nigga, you're selling your family out. You're telling the world that your family can be bought. You're willing to sell your kid. Okay.
Ain't no different than the Vice President Kamala Harris. Her mama's Indian, her daddy's Jamaican. Last I checked, he black. Now, let me be real clear. There are some white Jamaicans.
I said that.
I've met them.
I have too.
My daddy black. And he sat his Bama ass on ABC and said, this trash.
Because I want everybody to understand what, like, when we say Jamaicans, they still black. They still brothers and sisters. Right? But they're Jamaican. It's like if we go to Jamaica, they be like, he American. Right? It's the same thing. But we always put on black Americans. But Jamaicans, they don't do that type of shit. If you from Jamaica, you from Jamaica, nigga. You just Jamaican. That's just how it is over there. It ain't you're white Jamaican and all that shit. It's usually not like that. It's just, if you Jamaican, you Jamaican over there. You get what I mean? You can be, your race could be Chinese. If you was born in fucking Jamaica, you are Jamaican. I mean, have you ever seen, like, unless I told you, I know a white Jamaican. Listen, them motherfuckers talk like the brothers, like the accent, all that shit. Just telling you. Only thing I ain't seen yet over there was like maybe a Chinese Jamaican. I haven't seen that yet. I guarantee it's probably one or couple, you know what I mean? But I haven't seen it yet. I seen a one that was a Mexican Jamaican. I seen a Puerto Rican one. I seen a Indian one. I seen somebody that was from England. Well, their parents was from England, but they wound up their parents wound up living in Jamaica, and the kid grew up Jamaican. You get what I mean? So, like, I seen different shit, like different Jamaicans and shit like that, but usually everybody just assume that Jamaicans is all black people. Like, it's not. It's just a country. You get what I mean? It's not a race. People like to make it seem that way, but it's really not. But let's move on.
Former President Trump questioned the vice president's racial identity.
Well, first, George, in Chicago, he was responding to a question from, I believe, Rachel Scott. Like, this is really a phony controversy. I don't really care. Most people don't. But if we're going to be accurate, when Kamala Harris went into the...
Well, if you really don't, you wouldn't talk about it. I can't stand when people say that shit. You do kind of care. You know, well, I really don't care. I mean, kind of the same thing a little bit. But listen. The thing about Byron Donaldson, that's what's so annoying about him, is he arrogant. He arrogant. He's like an arrogant house nigga. If you ever seen Django, Stevens, like, all them coons act the same. Like, they really all act the same. They act just like Steven from Django, all of them. They all gotta talk all proper and gotta fit in. They gotta talk that way to fit in with them white folks. Just being honest. Like, Kamala Harris, right? Like, yeah, she proper with her talking shit, right? But here and there you hear that she been around them folks. She been around these folks over here. Like, you get what I mean? She been around us. That shit comes out here and there. You get what I mean? It's almost like When people put on a white voice, right? It's almost like that. Like, I notice, like, my tone and how I speak certain shit when I'm around people I work with is different, right? But my accent is still the same, right? So a lot of words that I pronounce, right? It just sounds like it sounds. It sounds like some Baltimore shit. Like, you get what I mean? Been around some Baltimore niggas. Like, it just is what it is. As much as I can use big words or not, it's still like an accent with there. That's how I look at Kalama Harris. It's the same shit. But Brian Donaldson, he's intentionally putting on that voice. And then when he try to be down with black people, my brother. Like, it doesn't even sound right. Like nigga, we be like, come on, my brother. Come on, man. Come on, my brother. Like, it's a way we say that shit. But if you got that, my brother, come on, man. My brother. Come on. You're my brother. We don't speak like that, nigga. It ain't got nothing to do with Ebonics. It's just, we don't, it's just a certain accent that black people have. We have our own lingo and accent. Don't matter if we got like a country accent or not. It's just the way we say shit. But when black people are intentionally trying to sound proper, and then they start trying to speak to black people in that same manner, that shit sounds phony. It sounds corny. It sounds like you're really trying hard not to be like us. Or you trying to, like, it's like almost like a white person trying to be down with black people, and they're trying to use our lingo, but it doesn't sound right. Right? It's just like, man, that shit sound corny. Chill out with that shit. Like, you get what I mean? Like, that's how Brian Donaldson talk. Just listen to how he speak.
Went into the United States Senate. It was AP that said she was the first Indian American United States Senator. It was actually played up a lot when she came into the Senate. Now she's running nationally, obviously.
First of all, I'm listen, what do that gotta matter about anything? If she, listen, this is why I be feeling sorry for I call them mixed breeds, and it's no disrespect, but biracial people, listen. It's just my slang. It's no disrespect to people that are mixed race. I just call you mixed breeds. Listen, that's why I feel sorry for them, right? Because you're asking them to choose a side, and if you're raised by a white mother and a black father, or a white woman and a white man and a black woman, like you're both, like, you don't want to alienate either side. You love both sides of your family, so you can't, like, you get what I mean? It's like, even with black people, you know, you got two sides of your family. You got your dad's side, your father's your father's side, and your mother's side. You have different parts of your family. You don't want to, you might be close to one side of your family, but you ain't gonna never alienate your other side of your family. You just might be a little bit more closer over here. Some people are close to both sides of their family. So it's like, you can't make people choose what side they going to represent more. Right? Like, on one side of my family, we have Native American blood and black, right? Slavery, right? Down our line and shit. We had, when our ancestors had sex with a Native American, it most likely happened that way. Okay? So I'm part Native American. Like, if I know I got Native American family members and shit. Didn't haven't met them all, but I know some, right? Now, on my dad's side, it's more of Spanish and shit like that. Dominican, it's more of that shit. So, and they're not like first generational Black Americans. But on my mom's side, it's like that on that side of the family. Right? So I don't get to like pick and choose, like they not my people. Right? So that's like part of the real reason why I can't be a bigot. I can't hate people like that, because I got Native American people, family members that look like Native Americans. Okay, I got Spanish people on my dad's side of the family over in the Dominican Republic. So that's my family. I don't get to ignore that, but at the end of the day, I ain't out here, you know, broadcasting that shit in a way like I got Puerto Rican, Mexican, Spanish flags and Native American flags. I don't do all that shit. That's why, like, you don't see me with a whole bunch of signs and shit of blackness. Like, nigga, I'm black. My blackness speaks for itself. All you gotta do is look at me and the shit that comes out of my mouth. I don't have to prove to you gotta wear shit to show you that I'm black. Like, I don't understand. I understand why a lot of mixed breed people are confused, because people in this country like to make you choose sides, and black people does that shit. Black people do that. This is a black man sitting on a national platform telling a black woman that you only represent your one side, and then now all of a sudden now you wanna be black. Who the fuck told you that? Byron Donaldson. We don't question that you black. We know you black. That's why you a big ass disappointment, nigga. You ain't got to tell us you black, or you ain't got to. We ain't gonna criticize. Listen, a part of our criticism come from not cause you black, not really cause you black. It's because of the simple fact of a lot of the shit that comes out your mouth that's anti-black. It's not because you really black, nigga. We give less fuck. You could have been a white man saying the shit that you saying, and we would have still criticized you for the shit that's coming out your mouth. That'd be our number one issue. But that you are black, it makes it even worse. And then you got a nerve to sit on a national platform and question another black person's blackness. But then you get upset when motherfuckers question your blackness. Think about that. So I don't question people's blackness. Byron Donaldson is a black man, but he's a fucking sellout. And he's anti-black. He actually hates being black. Doesn't mean he ain't black. It's just that he hates being black. That goes for Canizons and the rest of them. They black, but they just hate being black. They out this bitch. They want to be Sammy Sosa, nigga. Let's move on.
The campaign has shifted. They're talking much more about her father's heritage and her black identity. It doesn't really matter. The president mentioned it. What he also talks about far more frequently is the fact that Kamala Harris is the person who created this massive inflation, which is destroying black families, white families, Hispanic families. It's her failure as border czar that has left our southern border wide open.
Yo, stop talking about the border. Listen, y'all had a chance to fix the border. You did nothing. You can't keep blaming the Democrats for that, bro. I don't even know why Democrats I hope when they do this debate with Vice President Harris and Donald Trump goofy ass, when they do this debate and he bring up that border shit, that border czar shit, and I tell this motherfucker straight up, we had a bill. You told your party representatives in the House and Senate not to vote for it. And it was mainly produced by a Republican that voted for you. And is still probably going to vote for you. So don't tell me about the border. Yes, we have a problem at the border. We tried to come up with a solution. It was a solution that we all wanted. Democrats and Republicans. You decided, as the leader of the party, to tell them not to vote for it, to fix it. So whatever problems that they keep bringing up now, it's their fault now. Yes, it was Biden's fault. Now it's back on your fault because they had an opportunity to pass a policy to help the border crisis, which I don't believe is one, but to people, they think that. It's not on the Democrats anymore. It's on Republicans. They decided not to vote for the bill. It was their fucking bill. Trump told them not to. I don't want to hear about the border no more. Don't tell me about fentanyl. Don't tell me about the illegal immigrants coming over here, nigga. Don't tell me about it. We had an opportunity to try to fix that shit, and you chose not to. But anyway, let's move on. See, we got people in here, don't know what the fuck they talking about. What that got to do with anything, man? What that got to do with anything you just said in the chat? What? Her daddy is black, man. Motherfucker could be Haitian. He's still black. Fuck are you talking about? Anyway, let's move on, man. Listen, the stupidity of people in America annoys the shit out of me. Some of the people that's in America, y'all just stupid. You don't read, you don't research. All this technology, all this shit, so where we can get some lot of education and things that we should know. You motherfuckers don't do that. But then you want to come on my platform, get in the chat and say stupid shit and ask me questions that you should already know. It's not my fault that you lie to yourself. Or you let other people lie to you. That's not my fault. Don't come over here asking me dumbass questions, man. Ask yourself that question.
Wide open, more than 10 million illegal immigrants coming into our country, record fentanyl coming into our country, which has killed more Americans than at any other point in the history of our country with respect specifically to fentanyl. And the fact that she and Joe Biden have unleashed one of the worst foreign policies in the history of our country that has us on the verge of World War III. That is Kamala Harris's record. President Trump talks about that
First of all,
frequently.
that ain't got nothing to do with us. Listen, people, we only can control what we can control as a American government. Listen, man, what Russia did, Russia could have did that on anybody watch. And what the fuck could we do? Why is everybody so quick to kiss Putin? We're not kissing his ass. He a dictator. And why everybody so quick for us to go to war? We just got out of fucking war and y'all ready to go back to a war. This is the same dumbass party that said we're gonna start sending strikes over there in Mexico to kill a cartel. On our allies. Like we ain't got gangsters over this bitch going over in Mexico doing fuck shit. Like what are we talking about here? It's like Mexico saying we're gonna send some strikes over there in Los Angeles. What? So you wanna go to war? That's how we gonna look at it. So Mexico gonna think the same thing. We talking that bullshit. But this is the same party that ride with dumb shit like that Trump say. But anyway, but he knows more about foreign policy. Yeah, okay. Let's move on.
Frequently, but yes, he did mention it in Chicago in response to a question from Rachel Scott.
And you just repeated the slur again. If it doesn't matter, why do you all keep questioning her identity? She's always identified as a black woman. She is biracial. She has a Jamaican father and an Indian mother. She's always identified as both. Why are you questioning that?
Well, George, first of all, this is something that's actually a conversation throughout social media right now. There were a lot of people who are trying to figure...
What that got to do with y'all? Listen, people, it's a lot of shit that on social media people say, I see, I don't necessarily talk about. Especially if I think it's irrelevant to me. No, what it is, you motherfuckers are scrambling around trying to find hit pieces. So you go on to social media, listen to stupid people on social media. It's a lot of stupid people on social media, but it's a debate that's going on social media. Why would I give a fuck? I don't have to attack her race. If it's about her policies, let's stick to the policies. But they can't. Because they don't have no fucking policies. And if they do got policies, it's about policies of taking over the country. And everybody got to live under their rules, which is a dictatorship. They the ones brung up her race. They always talking about the left is always race baiting. Well, why y'all always keep bringing up somebody's race? If race doesn't matter in this country, if the country ain't a racist country, why everybody all of a sudden, why do y'all got to go to a black convention? Why do you got to go to a black barbershop? Why you got signs behind you talking about blacks with Trumps if race doesn't matter? Why are they using token Negroes like Byron Donaldson to come out here to defend racism? But the left is playing identity politics. They race baiters. Yeah, all right, man. Whatever.
We're trying to figure this out. But again, that's a side issue, not the main issue. The main issue...
Sir, 1 second. So you just did it. You just did it again.
Of the United States.
Why do you insist on questioning her racial identity?
You want me to talk?
I want you to answer my question.
George, now that you're done yelling at me, let me answer. He talked about it on the stage yesterday in Atlanta for what, 2 minutes? He spent more than 35, 40 minutes going after her record, talking...
Let me just say this. It's almost like, think about what this ignorant motherfucker is saying. See, this is why I couldn't be a politician. Because for some odd reason, they don't live in like real reality. It's like they live in this weird ass bubble, right? Listen, for a man that got all this education, damn, you slow. Or you are intentionally trying to be slow. Right? Or play stupid. If I call you a fucking house nigga, Byron Donaldson, and I talk about your race for 2 minutes or how much you a fucking sell out for 2 minutes, but then I go start talking about some policies that I disagree with you on, right? Wouldn't it still matter that I called you a house nigga and I, disrespected you and called you everything out of the book for 2 minutes, questioned your blackness for 2 minutes? Wouldn't that 2 minutes still matter, motherfucker? It's like somebody calling you a nigga, a white person called you a nigga, but then turn around and say, look, I love you, brother. I love you. So I'm calling you brother for about, they call you a nigga in 1 second, and then for like another whole minute, I love you, brother. I love you, brother. I supposed to just forget that you just called me a nigga? What universe are you living in, Byron Donaldson? Yes, they're going to focus on the negative shit that he says out his mouth. What universe are you looking at? If he started, listen, all the man had to say is, listen, I don't condone. They gave this nigga a softball question. They asked him, what can you tell your party? They didn't say that he said it. They said, would you tell your party to stop questioning her blackness, calling her DEI hire? He actually said, I damn near kind of agree. She's a DEI hire. Then started questioning her blackness. So we just supposed to ignore that? Oh, because he said some shit about some policies, I'm supposed to just ignore all that bullshit he just said. Byron Donaldson, man, listen, I'm not saying you a stupid brother, right? I'm not saying you a stupid black man. Listen, you sound stupid. You are intentionally dumbing yourself down to a man that don't give less fuck about you. But I think you already know that because, like I said, you're not dumb. You're very highly intelligent. You just an opportunist nigga. You just a sellout. You will sell your people out for a bag and power, you bitch ass nigga. You know better. You went to college. I didn't. If I can comprehend that, nigga, why you can't comprehend what I'm saying? But you are intentionally not wanting to comprehend that. Because you're trying to defend racism. So you can get power in the bag. And keep that white whore that you with happy. Yes, I called your wife a whore. Because if she a racist, she a whore to me. As well. I ain't gonna speak bad about your kids, because Kenny love the kids. But your kids should be ashamed of you. And hopefully one day they look back and see this shit and be like, my daddy wasn't shit. He was a sellout. Hope they have disgust for you once they get older and comprehend what you doing, nigga. See, this shit is all written. I don't know why these niggas, they said all this stupid shit and they think that we ain't gonna see this shit in about 5 to 10 years. This shit is gonna be here. Ain't going nowhere. Let's move on, man.
Talking about how radical of a senator that she was. She was the most liberal senator in the United States, in the United States Senate. That is
No, she was not. You are a liar. Now she was the most radical. In the United States Senate, you are a liar. You called Bernie Sanders that. You said that he was. Now, all of a sudden, Vice President Harris was the most radical senator in the United States Senate. They can't even get their shit together. These motherfuckers is grasping for air. Trying to find something that's going to pop. She kicking y'all ass right now. And you can't keep up. Trump just did a dumbass press conference talking about she's not very bright or intelligent. Because she's not very smart to do a press conference that which he's doing by the media. Donald Trump, in this political realm, she is 10 times more smarter and intelligent and advanced than you are. You're just a bullshit con artist. You've been knowing how to bullshit people since the day you was born. She don't know how to do a press conference because she ain't smart enough to do it. What? Okay. Let's move on, man. This is who they voting for.
Senate. That is a fact. He talked about the job that she did as vice president of the United States, a job, I will add, which has been a failure for the American people. I know you guys like to glom on to this that he talks about in jest or in a serious manner for about a minute or so, but what you do not cover is the litany of failures of Kamala Harris. That's what you're not covering, George.
So questioning somebody's racial identity if you're a couple
So
of...
let me say this. Byron Donaldson. You do you understand what failure is? Do you understand that she doesn't pass policies? Do you understand that she, as a vice president, or even the president, don't pass policies? He just stamped that bitch when it get passed. It gotta get passed through where you are in the House. In the Senate. And then the president stamps it. You don't see the vice president stamp shit. She maybe negotiate or help negotiate with the president because she may have connections with certain senators and congress people. and people in the house. That's what she does. Listen, I'm not trying to downplay what the vice president is like. They not important, but the way they're speaking about how she has they coming up with this crazy ass image that she has this power. Like she's the one making these decisions. No, Biden is. She's just helping him. She's helping him to negotiate. She doesn't pass a motherfucking thing. If the president says, if she came up with an idea to the president and say, we need you to do this, right? Executive order this. And the president look over and said, nah, we can't do that. And he did not, he can do that. She can't say, well, I'm going to do it anyway. She can't do that. That's not how that works, Byron Donaldson, you ignorant fuck. But you know that the people that listen to you in the Republican Party, they think what you're saying is very intelligent. It makes sense. It actually exists. It doesn't. You have the most misinformed, uneducated voters on the Republican Party that I have ever seen in my life. These people are stupid. A lot of them. A whole lot of them. They don't know nothing about a bill, a policy, how the government even actually works. But they get on platforms and people put them on platforms and let them speak how they feel because it's the First Amendment. Listen, people, I'm just going to explain. I'm going to say this. I don't talk to stupid people. I don't have conversations with stupid people. If I find out that you're not that very bright, especially about politics, I stop talking to you. Because that means you don't know shit. Unless you're willing to sit down and listen, maybe ask some questions, I maybe talk to you then. But if you're just going to sit around and just say stupid shit out your mouth and act like you know what you're talking about, but you really don't. You just got an opinion. You ain't got no facts. You just got opinions. I don't want to have a conversation with you. Byron Donaldson knows better. He knows how policies work. He knows how government works. But he's intentionally being stupid like the Trump supporters. Because that's the only way he can have a connection with these stupid people. Think about what I'm saying. You only connect, you listen, anybody. If you know something that people don't know, sometimes you have to lower your thinking or what you know to get down to their level to get them to comprehend it. Not meaning that the people are stupid, it's meaning that they're misinformed. But some people are just stupid. Because what I mean by stupid what I mean by people being stupid, when you are intentionally not trying to inform yourself, not trying to go and figure out what's going on yourself and educate yourself on purpose and just listen to somebody else all the time. Listen, I listen to people, right? Because I like to hear their perspective, but I know they know what they're talking about. And I know that what they're talking about, I know. Now, sometimes I go to some shit I don't know nothing about, something that I may need to be informed. So, I listen. And then I listen, I'm like, okay, that makes sense, but let me still research it for myself. So when I do get to start talking about that issue or whatever, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Not because I just heard some shit. That's what informed people do. Or people that actually give a fuck about truth. But, you know, we just dealing with stupid people. Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, Brother Bell? Good morning to you, brother. I'm doing good, man. I'm already annoyed by this motherfucking Brian Donaldson, already getting on my goddamn nerves. Let's move on.
A couple minutes is okay.
George, I'm going to tell you again, he brought it up. AP is the one that wrote the headline when she first came in to the United States Senate. Didn't talk about her being black, talked about her being the first Indian American senator. AP brought that up. I mean, George, we can have this conversation for the entire segment, but none of this matters to the American people.
But she never said, she denied that she wasn't black. You have never heard Vice President Harris say, yeah, I got a Indian background. I'm part Indian. I heard her. I have seen her speak. But she says, my dad is Jamaican. He's black. So I have two cultures that I'm very, very proud of. I have heard her speak this. She never denied that she was black. Just because an article asks her about, or they present some way of her Indian side. That's something they did. Why would she correct them when she still represent her Indian background? She's Indian. She's supposed to just say, oh, no, I'm black. I'm not Indian either. I'm just straight black. Why would she do that? Why would she just say, oh, I'm just Indian? Fuck that. I'm only identifying as Indian. That black shit, nah, I ain't black. You have never heard her do that. So what? Let's move on, man. I told you, it's not that he's not bright. It's not that he's not intelligent. He's intentionally being stupid. He's intentionally saying stupid shit to feed red meat to the stupid racists in his party. That's not very intelligent, not bright. That is very stupid. Let's move on.
People. What matters to the American people is, are we going to have the same policies of the Biden-Harris administration that has been destructive of the American people, or are we going to have the policies of the Trump administration, which put America first, had low inflation, prosperous Americans, no matter your race?
First of all, time out. First of all, you are a liar, because Trump trade deals with China put us in debt. Listen. The inflation shit happened under Trump. Now everybody blame it on COVID. COVID ain't real. Well, if COVID ain't real, why we shut down then? Because Trump was the goddamn president. Biden didn't shut down the country. The country got shut down by Trump. Everybody ignores that shit. Especially the right, a lot of them, they just ignore that. The country got shut. Y'all bitch complain about the country got shut down. You said that the pandemic was fake. The virus is fake. Why Trump shut the country down then? Because let me explain something to you very, very clearly. Only the president can shut down the country. Only the president. Trump was the president. My president shouldn't have been your president, but he was the goddamn president. He only had the power to do that. Why they keep on trying to blame Biden for inflation? Why they keep blaming Biden for the economy that he received? When Trump got in office, was the country fucked up? No. We was actually doing very well. You know why? Because Obama. He inherited a good economy. When Biden took over the country and took the economy, he got in. He inherited a fucked up country that was going through a pandemic. So how's it Biden's fault? You motherfuckers back out and about. You bitch, you complain about that. You're back out and about. You ain't wearing masks. What are you bitching and complaining about? The prices? I told you, if you know how the economy really actually works, stupid people, you know that when you're going through, when the country is free falling like that, or going through something really like that, what we went through, the prices of shit is going to be high for a couple of years. It's going to be that way. They have to get shit back in control. They have to get this. First of all, the stock market's got to get better. Then everything else start to trickle down to get better. It takes time for that. And if you didn't know that, and if you don't know that, go back and look at when George Bush fucked the economy up. And Obama inherited that shit. And look how long it took him to get the country back floating. It took him 8 years to do it. This shit don't happen overnight, people. So miss me with your bitching and complaining. This ain't about high prices and shit like that. Some of you are just fucking racist. It just is what it is. And some of you are just sellouts and stupid people. Or greedy rich motherfuckers. Ain't about no fucking prices. Or how high inflation is and all that other goofy shit. It's not about that, because if you really know how the country works, you wouldn't be talking this bullshit. Let's move on, man.
Your race, no matter your color, no matter your creed, and a foreign policy that kept America safe. Those are the facts that truly matter, because this issue is going to come and go.
First of all, we safe now. What the fuck is going on? Ain't no foreign government making me feel unsafe. I'm not afraid of no other fucking country right now. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? I'm worried about what Iran gonna do to America? No. What Russia gonna do? No. What China gonna do? No. What Mexico gonna do? No. Saudi Arabia, name any country. Fuck, I'm scared. Why I don't feel safe? You know why Americans don't feel safe? Because of Americans. We make each other feel unsafe. Fuck are you talking about? I ain't worried about no motherfucking foreign people. No disrespect to them. I ain't worried about no other fucking country making me feel unsafe. Why I feel unsafe? I don't live there. I ain't hearing no threats about somebody gonna bomb America. We ain't hearing that. Fuck are you talking about? We are unsafe because of, if we feel unsafe, it's because of us. What we doing to each other. And that's the realest I can get with you, give it to y'all. Ain't no motherfucking foreign, people hurting us like that. It ain't that, nigga. That's why they keep trying to blame everything on the border to deflect on what we doing to each other. Or the foreigners coming over here, they're taking over everything, and they're taking out jobs, and they're bringing fentanyl over here. Okay, cool. So they only coming from the border with the fentanyl. They ain't come from none of the boats, the Canada border, none of that shit. Y'all just ignore all that. Okay. We scared the immigrants will come over there shooting and killing us. No, I ain't worried about no goddamn foreign people coming over there trying to shoot and kill us. I ain't worried about no fucking illegal immigrants trying to kill us. You know what? If we afraid of something, if I'm afraid of something, I'm afraid of some white cracker-ass cracker with a motherfucking AR-15. One day I'm at the store with my daughter, run up into a fucking somewhere out in public and starts just killing people. I'm worried about that shit. I ain't worried about no goddamn foreigners or no goddamn immigrants. Fuck is wrong with you? All this fear mongering and shit about immigrants. Stop that shit. Damn near all of us over this bitch is really immigrants. None of us really, and be real, belong here. Listen, the reason that's why I always say I never feel American, bro. I just don't. Cause I know I don't supposed to be over this bitch. I supposed to be over in Africa, butt ass naked, dick slanging, nigga. I mean, come on. Let's be real. None of us, we should feel privileged to be over this bitch and make each other feel comfortable. Cause we don't supposed to be here. We talk bad about all these other countries doing bad, nigga. That we all our ancestors, we all probably be over that bitch if the racist white people didn't do what they did. Fuck are we talking about here? Appreciate your neighbors, appreciate your life, appreciate what we got. Stop bitching, complain about shit. You actually make shit worse. Cause shit could be worse.
Lives of the American people is what's going to remain, and that's what matters more than anything else.
If it doesn't matter, I don't understand why you keep on repeating it, why the president keeps on repeating it, why those introducing the president...
George, actually, I'm not the one who keeps repeating it. George, you're the one that's bringing it up now. That's
You've done it.
I understand why
sir, you've done it.
Up.
You've done it 3 times.
And he have to bring it up. You know why? Because Donald Trump bring it up. Well, I'm sorry, no, Donald Trump said something about it. First of all, and it wasn't even Donald Trump. It was the motherfuckers in the Republican Party in Congress bringing it up, calling her a DEI hire. Fuck that mean? Listen. Damn near half of white men in this country is DEI hires. If you want to be real about it. Because a lot of them ain't qualified to do a lot of shit that they do. Or a lot of them in the positions that they in. They don't deserve to be there. It is people way more intelligent and smarter than them to do what they do. I'll put it like this. If a woman, a gay person, or black people, because that's who they mainly talking about, right? And it doesn't matter if the woman is white, right? If she's just a woman, it doesn't matter. She a woman. So that's go for white women too. Y'all DEI hires. It doesn't matter. They talking about all those people. But the bad part about it, you know, the crazy part about the shit is that all the people they calling DEI hires, right, is more experienced than they are. Just think about that shit. When you hear these people say that shit about black people, minority people, women, gay people, they DEI hires, they're the most unqualified motherfuckers that's saying that shit about these people. So let me just understand what their definition of a DEI hire is. Anytime you see a woman in a position of power, she's only there. She's not intelligent in anything. She doesn't have any degrees. She's not experienced. She has nothing. She's not smart. And I think that's how you look at gay people. I guess that's how you look at black folks and minority people, right? Anytime you see us in a position of power or somewhere on your level, we was DEI hires. We ain't work hard. We ain't intelligent enough. I think that's their definition of it. And that's what's offensive to us. And that's how we see that. Because if I see a woman's pilot, I'm not assuming she don't know how to fly the fucking plane. So if I see a woman that's a manager at a motherfucking restaurant, she ain't qualified to be no manager. Should have been a man there or a white man there. Shit, even for the black man, if the black man there, you're a DEI hire. Brian Donaldson, you a DEI hire then. If we going off of y'all definition of it, you don't supposed to be in that position. You ain't work hard. Because we just assuming, right? We going off of y'all definition. You didn't work hard. You're a DEI hire. See, this is the type of shit, if I was in politics, this is why I can't be in it. This is shit I be saying to him. Like, well, Brian Donaldson, you a DEI hire. I would, George would have said that to him. Well, you a DEI hire. You don't supposed to be in that position. You don't supposed to be sitting here talking to me. You a DEI hire. Tim Scott, a DEI hire. He didn't work hard. Why? How you gonna say that? I'm assuming. Because he's black. Any of these white women that's Republicans and you in powerful positions, you a DEI hire. I might as well assume that about you. See, I'll flip that shit back on you like to flip racism on black folks. Okay, fine. I'm a DEI hire, then you are too, you white bitch. I'm a DEI hire. So are you sellout ass nigga. Any minority, I don't give a fuck who you are. You with the right and you call anybody else that's outside of y'all a DEI hire, you can't do that because you are one. You don't supposed to be in that position. I'm going off of y'all method. I'm going off of y'all definition of it. I have to question if you qualified to be there because you black, you're a minority, you're a minority, or you're a woman, or you gay. I gotta question that. What's her name? Faulkner over there at Fox News. She a DEI hire. Laura Ingham, a DEI hire. She ain't work hard to get there. I mean, like, we got to be real about it. If we going off of that dumbass definition, people, we got to be real about it. Might as well keep the same energy. If it's for the rest of us, it's for them too. We start questioning all of them. Laura Ingham, all of them. You're a DEI hire. You ain't qualified to be in that position. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck you went to college. You slept your way to the top to get that anchor job. I'm just going to assume that. Because, I mean, that's where we are at this point, right? That's their definition of DEI. Okay, cool. Listen, I keep the same energy, nigga. Shout out to my brother Talking in the Bitter. What up, Talk? Make sure y'all guys go subscribe to my brother's Talking and Grubbin Media YouTube channel. He does the sports over there. Hey, Talk. We gonna do, you gonna do the Olympic shit tomorrow? I'm over there. I'm with you on that. Just let me know what time. I don't know what time that shit start, but yeah, if we gonna do it, I'll be over there. They doing it's the gold medal shit. I'm over there. I'm with it. Says Brian Donaldson says he's Jamaican, but he's not Jamaican. Yes, nigga, man. Listen, I don't know what this nigga is. And it really doesn't matter if he's Jamaican or not. That nigga black. I don't give a fuck about it, you know. Jamaican is not a race, bro. It's just a country. His name is it's the name of a country. It's just where you from. Like, I'm American, nigga, but that, you know, that don't mean what American really means. It just means I'm from the country of America. That's it. Let's go to a quick commercial break, people. Make sure you got make sure y'all guys come right back. Get ready to go to a quick commercial break. All right, people, we're back from quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real, Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real, Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate it. Need more information to subscribe and donate to channels down there, scrolling below the screen. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, people, when you come in and out of the building. Make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing. Let's get back into it, man.
Done it 3 times. Every single answer you gave me. Now let me finish, sir.
George,
Every single answer you gave, you repeated the slur.
Asked me, George. That's why I'm pushing back on you now. George, you
Right,
asked
and-
me the question 3 times. I responded, but I'm...
And every single time you repeat the slur. That is exactly my point. You simply can't say that it's wrong.
George, so then what you're saying, and I want to get off this topic because it's not the only thing that's going on. But George, now you're saying that AP is the one that slurred Kamala Harris, because those are the facts. You can go to the internet and look at the clips, George, if you want to, or we can talk about this now. I prefer to talk about the future of our country.
Well, listen, first of all, well, if that's the case, then why would your party bring her race up? And if you didn't, like, you coming on a platform and this is something that your party is saying, questioning her race, you don't think that the interviewer going to ask you about what motherfuckers are saying? You represent the party as well, right? So I don't understand why you acting like it's his fault for asking you the question. I don't want to spend time on this. Well, your party should have never brung it up. Because the interviewer only bringing it up because your party brung it up. They want to make it, they want to have a clarity of what you stand on it. That's why he's asking you. But anyway, like I said, he knows this. He's intentionally trying to pretend that he's not that damn bright. But anyway, let's move on.
Because the American people are struggling. The American people do need serious policy decisions to be made, and they need serious leadership on the world stage. Kamala Harris has not proven that she can do that.
Listen, let me ask you a question. I'm still trying to figure out, right? Because they like to bring up Americans are struggling and all this other shit. Because I know what Kamala Harris has said. I know what her running mate has said, Tim Wise. I think that's his name, Tim Wise. Right? Listen, I know what their fuck. Damn it. I got a bomb down this bitch. Got a spider shit everywhere, man. Got a dust, got a spray down here. That's what I got to do. But I know what their policies is to help Americans. I'm still trying to figure out how they gonna lower inflation from the Republican Party. I still haven't heard a policy. All they telling us, if y'all let Trump gonna lower, he's gonna lower inflation. Well, how is he gonna do it? I haven't heard a plan from the Republicans about that. See, that's why I said this is not even about policies. Because they don't have any. They don't even explain their policies. They just tell you how bad the other person is done, right? In their mind, right? But they never tell you the solution to how they're going to fix it. Just elect me. I'm going to stop all this shit. Well, how you going to do that? This is how lazy the Republican... I don't even think it's lazy. They don't know how to govern. You say whatever you want to say about the Democrats. At least they know how to govern. The Republicans don't know how to govern. They don't govern for the people. They actually govern. They govern for the rich, for the corporations. They don't govern for the people because their policies never make sense. It only makes sense to the rich. To the elites. It just look at their policy and listen to it. But anyway, let's move on.
Trump has proven that he can do that.
AP did not say that Kamala Harris is not black. She is biracial. She is Indian. She is black. You continue to repeat the fact that you continue to repeat the slur. I don't understand why you and the president do it, but it's clear you're not going to say that it's wrong. And you've now established that for our audience. Trump also said at the convention that he would pardon January 6 rioters.
Look for themselves. Let's move on.
I've already said that. Go ahead.
Internet, everybody. Let's move on. There we go.
So, go on and repeat the slurs again.
Yeah, and mind you, he's going to keep repeating it because that's their talking point. They listen. Even when they talk about policies, it's about just attacking what the other person didn't do, right? And that's okay, right? But tell me how you're going to fix it as a party. Because what I hear is all what they fucked up on. What they didn't do. Or what they're not doing. But you're telling me nothing about how you're going to fix it. Other than vote for Republicans. Vote for Donald Trump. Vote for MAGA. I don't hear how you're going to fix the policies. Or what policies that you're going to introduce to fix the problem. And then when you talk about policies, this shit don't make no sense. How you going to so-called fix it? See, the problem with Republicans is that they don't think people like me actually pay attention to what they say. I actually pay attention. I listen to y'all. You think I don't, but I actually genuinely do. Because I want to understand what the policies is. What are you saying? I don't want to just assume some shit. I want you to tell me what it is. What you thinking? What's the policy? How's it going to go? How you going to do it? What's the bill? How's it going to work? And so now I have a way of like doing some research for myself about what you're saying. Doing some history on it. That ain't going to work. It haven't worked. Like, you get what I mean? But let's move on.
Now, see, I didn't want to have to play all of that. But I wanted y'all to see for yourself what happens when you have these asshole MAGA black Republicans. I know black Republicans. I've known black Republicans for decades. And I know real black Republicans who are embarrassed by stepping fetchits like Byron Donalds.
But Uncle Ro, the problem is though, even though they embarrassed, they're still going to vote Republican. So what did that really means? You can be embarrassed all you want. What are you going to do about it? Listen, prime example, right? I told you I have friends of mine, right? That I grew up with. Love them. But can't hang around them no more. Can't hang around them. Love them. But can't hang around them. Because morally, they're not on my level. Just morally. Right? Morally, they're not on my level. I can't have real conversations with them. I have these stupid ass conversations with some of them of talking about the past and like, nigga, I'm talking about right now with our babies, our children, how we can help them. Like, I don't give a fuck about what the fuck? I don't give a fuck about, where my motherfucking spray at? This shit get on my nerve. I know how to get rid of you bitches. Damn. I don't want to spray too much. This shit's strong, too. Make sure y'all get some of this shit, man. That shit, it'll keep bugs and all that shit away. That shit's strong. And, you know, it smells. It's real strong, but it smells good. After a while, the smell dies down a little bit. Now, see, the smell done came in. Damn. Shit strong as shit. And I ain't even sprayed that much. I just did a little line here, a little line there. And that shit strong as a motherfucker. But anyway, what the fuck was I saying? Yeah, like, I have homies and shit like, yo, I don't want to keep having these old ass conversations every time I talk to you. I'm not even talking about a lot of that shit in my day-to-day life. If I bring it up, it's for a reason, right? It's to tell you my growth or what type of shit I'm on, or you get what I mean? But I'm not talking about this shit to rehash some shit. If you still mad, listen, I tell all my niggas this. If you still mad about some shit we did when we was in our teens, nigga, unless I shot you or stole from you or some shit like that, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that shit. And I know I didn't do that to you, so I don't give a fuck about that shit. Your feelings still hurt for some shit that happened when we was kids and shit. We was kids, bro. We was young, dumb, and full of cum on some bullshit. We all made mistakes. I can pinpoint some shit I ain't like that you did. What I mean, did that help me right now? Do that help me and you right now? Do it help our children? No, nigga. I'm on grown man shit. I'm a family man. I don't understand people, man. A lot of people. I don't. And it's like my homies. A lot of them, I don't understand them niggas, man, no more. Now, if I want to go to war or some shit, I call them niggas. But other than that, man, I ain't calling these niggas, man. We can't have real conversations. We just can't. It's a lot of friends of mine that's still my niggas. We still good, but I don't talk to these niggas like that. Because these niggas ain't even on the type of shit that I'm on. I got niggas that I'm cool with, I fuck with, that just live day-to-day thinkers. They not thinking about the future in a way. Right? They in the moment niggas. Everything's always in the moment. When I do this shit with y'all and I talked about this shit, I'm in the moment of talking about what we're talking about, but I'm still talking about some future shit. Maybe even bring up the past. But I'm not in the moment, nigga. That's not me. Because tomorrow is another whole fucking day. Shit can change the next day. And the next day, that's how life is. It changes the next day. Whatever happened fucking yesterday, it happened yesterday, bro. That's why I don't even be mad at OBF members no more. What fuck I'm mad about like shit for like that? Ain't nothing way. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me, fine. I'm cool. Not gonna keep being mad at some shit that is easy to fix. If you had people that just genuinely gave a fuck about shit. People, listen. The one thing I have learned, people, hurt people, right? But sometimes people say shit to people, and could be close and family members or whatever, friends. It doesn't mean that they feel that way about you. It just came off that way to make you feel that way, right? But if you ain't mature enough to understand that, then what the fuck? I'm okay with you not talking to me. I don't hang around people for a reason. People, for their reason, don't hang around me. That is fine. I'm okay with that. But if you need me, holler at me. I always understood this when I got in this position in my life. I always reach my hand out to others, but I'm not going to think that if I reach my hand, you know, they're going to reach their hand out to me. I had to accept that because they're not on my level of thinking. And it's not that I'm better than them or some shit like that. Some people are just not mentally on your level, or humanity, or mentally, or morally on your level. And you have to understand that. It doesn't make you better than them. It's just, hey man, people are where they are. And hopefully one day they get it. But it's not up to you to keep dawning on that shit. And keep fighting for a relationship that motherfuckers don't want. You can't keep fighting for something that nobody want. And the one thing about me, I don't kiss people's ass. I don't mind taking accountability and apologizing and shit like that in my life. But one thing I will never do is kiss people's ass. That is just not in me to do. So people really need to genuinely understand that. So when I say, listen, my homies, I love my homies. But we just can't hang around each other, man. I ain't saying all of them, but it's a lot of them I just don't fuck with like that. Like morally, I just can't, they're not on my level of thinking. I don't like to keep having dumbass conversations. I just don't. It's stupid. It's irrelevant. It ain't the type of energy that I want to be around, just have dumb conversations. Listen, when I do this shit, to be honest with y'all, when I talk about a lot of this shit, it's just like therapy to me. I see my therapist, but this shit like therapy to me. Because let's get it all out. Let's be real. That's why I'm not filtered. I say what the fuck is kind of on my mind, but I'm thinking what I'm saying. Because I don't want to offend people. That's not my intentions, but I got to be real. But keeping it real can go wrong too. I have learned that. You keep it real with a motherfucker so much, or you say some real shit, niggas be like, whoa, I ain't think you thought that about me. Nigga, I supposed to lie to you? I supposed to lie to you? I supposed to sit there and lie to you to your face? I supposed to continue to keep on playing this game with you of acting like I don't feel this way about you? Nah, I ain't doing that. Sorry, I ain't built like that. So, that's all I'm saying, people. Let's move on.
They are embarrassed by the minstrel show. They're embarrassed when people like him defend everything Trump does.
And like I said, again, what are they doing about it? You can't keep telling me about policies. You can't keep telling me about ideology. If the Democrat Party was like this, I would not rock with them. How the Republicans are acting, if the Democrats was like this, I wouldn't be rocking with the Democrat Party. I rock with the right. If the right wasn't, just switch the sides. Like say the antics. If the left was acting like the right, and the Democrats was acting like the right. I mean, the Republicans was acting like the left, and the Democrats was acting like the right. I would rock with the right. It would make more sense. This is not about a party to me. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, so it's not about a party to me. I'm watching behaviors. And like I said, I keep hearing Uncle Rose say this shit, and the shit is starting to annoy me. All right, well, what are they doing about it? Why are they still saying that they're Republicans? I'll rap for them saying I'm independent now. I'm still not feeling the left like that. I don't think I can vote for the left, but I'm an independent. I'd rap for you to rock like that. But these motherfuckers still claiming they're Republicans. You can still be a conservative and be independent. I'm very conservative. People don't know that about me. I'm very conservative about a lot of shit. But you would think I'm a leftist, though. The right, The right now don't stand for nothing but Trump and lies and betrayal and racism. I can't fuck with that. Regardless if I think some of the shit that they're right about. Sorry. Let's move on.
Does. If the late Chris Metzler was here, he would be blasting a Byron Donalds. When I think about other black Republicans over the decades, they shake their head when they see fools like that. Donalds would do anything to kiss Donald Trump's ass.
And think about this. Remember they used to always say that, the Republicans always say that Martin Luther King was a conservative. He was. To a point. He understood injustice. He didn't turn a blind eye to it because he was conservative. I'm very conservative, people, but I don't turn a blind eye to injustice. I told y'all I don't believe in abortions, but that I do the research. I understand that it's up to a doctor and a woman. The baby ain't coming out of me. Yeah, I did my thing. I put it up there, help her make the baby. But she still got to have that baby. She's still more emotionally attached to that fetus or whatever's growing in her. She's more attached to that than I am. As a man, I have to understand it regardless of fuck what my conservative beliefs is. Shit makes sense. I don't just think inside of being conservative. I'm not only conservative. I am a passionate dude. What the fuck? I just seen that motherfucker. Where'd it go? This cannot be the same goddamn spider, bro. Yo, I got to kill you, nigga. I really got to clean my shit up down here. This shit is ridiculous. Shit ridiculous. I do these live streams. I'm gonna have to clean. I'm gonna have to bomb my shit real quick. This shit is trash. Yo. But anyway. Just because I'm conservative in a lot of things doesn't mean I'm only conservative. I agree with some shit on the left. Doesn't mean I agree with everything on the fucking left. We have to, it has to be a balance. You cannot live life just one way. Know why we can't live life one way or believe in things one way? Is because of the simple fact that everybody's not like that. Everybody's not conservative. Everybody's not more of a liberal. So you have to have a balance with that shit. That's why I decided to take myself out of not being a Democrat anymore. I can't agree with everything on the fucking left. I actually agree with some shit on the right. So you have to be balanced with that shit. It'd be crazy because people come on here and they assume that I'm a liberal. I'm not. I just lean more left on a lot of shit that makes sense. But I'm very conservative about a lot of things. I just can't rock with conservatives because they go way too, listen, people think the left go way too far. No, the right go way too far. And like I said, when you got a motherfucking party that's just sitting there, and as a black man, as a party that's sitting there that damn near condone racism and say, come on, you racists, we accept you too. I got a problem with that. Listen, And I'm not saying ain't no racist shit going on the left. Right? But I'm just saying when you are embraced and emboldened in that way with that shit, nah. You already lost me. Sorry.
And yes, Byron Donalds, on ABC this week, you look like Steven from Django. You sounded like Steven from Django.
Well, you might as well call him a house nigga, though, Uncle Ro. Talking about, oh, you don't call these people that, but you basically kind of saying that. You might as well call him a house nigga. You just kind of, I guess you got some type of principles or beliefs, but you kind of really saying that. Just call a nigga a house nigga. That's what Steven and Django was. He was a house nigga. He was a sellout. Let's move on.
Steven from Django. All you had to do, a black man married to a white woman with biracial kids, you say, Vice President Kamala Harris is biracial. She's black and she's Indian. All he had to say was, Trump shouldn't have went there.
Listen. I know it all sound good and it sound like, yeah, he should have said that, but he can't. This nigga is too deep into that shit to do that. And he knows, like the rest of us know, you go against Trump. Brian Donaldson has to be out the fold. I'm just telling you that now. Mega would have turned on him. He can't do that. That nigga too deep into that cult. It's like a nigga, like if you in the gang and you know some shit in the gang wrong. They doing some fuck shit. They really crossing the line with some shit. You ain't gonna say nothing. Because if you do, you know the backlash of that. It's the same shit with MAGA. It sound good, Uncle Ro, for him to say that, or it's the right thing for him to say, or he should have said it, but he can't. He too deep in it. That nigga whole persona, who he is and what he been doing for the last couple of years, and it's who he is. He's MAGA. He can't go against MAGA. The bad part about it is that he'll go against his own people for MAGA. That's the sad part and the fucked up part about it. He'll sell us out for MAGA, though. He'll sell us out for that cult. Let's move on.
But see, when you got no guts, when you got no morals, no values, no principles, no ethics, when you got no black consciousness, then you'll sit there and say that crap because maybe, Byron Donalds, what you need is what we saw when y'all were trying to pick a Speaker of the House. Maybe you need them to pat you on the back of your head and say, good job, boy. That's the kind of stuff that I find to be despicable. You don't even have the decency to check that racist white man, because you would do and say anything to be in his good grace. And that, to me, is even more embarrassing. So when you walk your ass around Congressional Black Caucus Foundation, let's see if you have that same energy. Mark Thompson.
My thing is that's the problem with the Black Caucus. Because y'all allow these niggas to get in there because they black. When these niggas are out here speaking anti-black shit, how do you let them in a black organization when they anti-black? You wouldn't allow no Mexican. Or maybe you will. And maybe that's the fucking issue. Fucking bitch. Damn. I gotta really clean my shit up. But, or maybe you will, and maybe that's the fucking problem. Would you let a racist inside of the Black Caucus? One of them racist motherfuckers? Because I know it's white people, Jewish people all in there. Like, come on. But you won't. This is the problem with black folks, right? A lot of us, right? We won't spank our motherfucking black people when they out of pocket. You cannot keep on disrespecting our people and you're black. I don't understand that shit why black people keep allowing that. We won't, and then we wonder why other races do shit to say and do the shit that they do to us. But we let Negroes like this do that to us. So they're like, shit, we can do it too. If it's some niggas that can do it, we can do it too. That's all I'm saying. He shouldn't be allowed in the Black Caucus. I mean, I don't understand. Listen, man, because everybody's black don't mean they kin folks. I don't mean they family, nigga. I got family members that's my blood, right? Nigga, they ain't my family. They are separated from me, nigga. I don't fuck with them. I leave them where they be, nigga. And I don't give a fuck who else in the other family fuck with them. And I always say if they really did some real cruddy shit in the family or something cruddy to me and other family members fuck with them, I don't fuck with them family members. That's how that goes, bro. You can't allow people just because they're black to still be a part of some shit when they're speaking anti-blackness. I don't know how that works. You can't allow these anti-black motherfuckers to be on your platform speaking that anti-black shit. When you don't, you saw, like I seen a couple of black people do this on a platform, still show these people respect. No. You go after they ass just like they're going after black folks, their own people. We gotta act like them to be uppity niggas and believe in what they believe in. That's only, and to them, that's how we're black to them. Think about that. Listen, you can be an uppity black Negro. A couple of them, shit, Uncle Ro, a uppity black dude. To me. But I don't agree with everything he's saying. That's why I'm saying certain shit I'm saying on here. But he's still a black brother. I understand his path. I understand what he's doing. He ain't anti-black. He may be doing some shit I don't agree with or how he moving. But that's every black person. But when you are anti-black, when you're intentionally talking down on your own people for no apparent reason, for white supremacy, no. It ain't no way I can allow that. Ain't no way you can be in my presence. No way you can be on my platform. And if I let you on my platform to speak your shit, I'm gonna treat you like how I'm talking about you now. It ain't gonna be no respect level there. Cause I don't respect you. You don't respect us, I don't respect you. I don't see. Listen, just because a motherfucker had the same color skin that I have, doesn't mean I see you as my brother or my sister. I see you as an enemy, just like I see racist people or bigots or whatever. I see you the same way. I don't see you as my brother or my sister. And you have to make them feel that way and tell them that. You don't supposed to allow these motherfuckers to get on your platforms and still be cool with them. Listen, a lot of those things, Jay, what you saying is true. I'll put it up there. But because niggas is simping, that ain't our biggest issue. That's just some, like, low 50s or something, like a issue. Shit, we got black men out here simping for black women that's telling you, I care more about being a feminist than care about being a black woman. And hide behind because they black. I'm a feminist. I was watching some shit they were saying about what's her name? The gymnast Bios. I think I'm saying her name right. If I'm saying her name wrong, I apologize, my sister. Listen, niggas mad at her man because her man is like, yo, I'm somebody too. I didn't know who she was. I didn't even know who Bios was really. I knew she was a gymnast. I didn't know how big she is. I think I don't watch gymnastics like that, so I don't know how big she is. She's not big to me because I don't watch gymnastics. But as I more got to look at the sister and see what she does, like, oh, she's somebody. But I didn't know that. So for the brother to say that, these so-called black feminist women got mad. Felt like he was insulting her. And let's just be real. Some of you women out here, some of you black women, let me just be real about this. Just because you got the pussy doesn't mean that you the catch. You ain't the catch all the time. You might run into a real good, decent brother that is the catch. You ain't always the catch. And we don't have to bow down to you because you are successful black woman or you I mean you got your own. That don't mean I got my own too. What that mean? There's brothers out here that's good brothers and got their own. The fuck that mean? I'm gonna kiss your ass? This shit is 50-50. Fuck wrong with you? You can't on one hand say the man gotta be there, be strong, be all this shit, but then he gotta bow down to you. No. Cause I got this and I can do this on my own. Well, do it on your own then. Why are you looking for men then? Go look for another black woman then. That's stronger than you. Go be a lesbian. For all the fuck I care. I'm so sick of these so-called feminist black women. Sit y'all ass down. Nobody trying to hear that shit. Ain't a good black man out here. No, you looking for a motherfucker, another woman that look like you and think like you. Well, go fuck one of them then. Nobody got time for that shit. Listen, man, I try to be nice to you, stupid ass. I guess you out here trolling. Let me just say this, nigga. I ain't lived with my grandmother since I was in my teens. I've been on my own since then, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? I've been on my own since I was a fucking kid, if you want to be realistic about it. Shut your dumb ass up. Don't come on here with that bullshit, bro. Don't come on here with that bullshit. Alexa. 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 Go to YouTube. Oh, shit. Yeah, we got that tornado coming.
Here's
shit.
YouTube.
Shit acting crazy. That's why I try, and then that's one of the real reasons why I'm doing live stream early, because this shit might get real fucked up later. Get a job, like. Listen, bro, you for all you know, you think I don't got a job, right? See, that's what I'm saying. You motherfuckers come on here and you just say anything that come to your mind and don't know what the fuck you talking about. Listen, I know it make. Listen, I'm gonna just say this to like the troll motherfucker. I know it make you feel good about yourself to say foul shit to people. It make you feel better about yourself. I get it, but the bad part about it is that you say shit out your mouth because I know a part of you looking for attention, right? Because you ain't shit in your own life, right? The bad part about it is that when you say shit, you're not accurate about what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You're trying to insult me, but you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You insulted me about some shit that I already do or who I am. Or you know nothing about. You're just stupid as fuck. Damn, y'all, I mean, like, just think about this shit. Like, yo, y'all come on here and you don't want to have a good conversation. You just want to come and insult. It ain't real questions because you ain't educated or you're just miserable in your life. You ain't got shit else better to do with your life but to be mean and disrespectful to other people and insult other people. That's what you do. But then you come on here and then you act like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I'm the motherfucker that actually research. I'm the motherfucker actually living life. I ain't mad at shit. I ain't gonna say I ain't mad at shit, but I ain't walking around mad in life. There ain't no shit I'm mad. I ain't mad at life, motherfucker. I'm good. I got a beautiful wife and beautiful daughter upstairs. Nigga, I'm fine. I'm okay. The lights on. Got money in the account. Own my cars, own my house. I'm not mad about nothing, bro. I do this shit because I care about other people. You do this shit because you hate yourself. You hate your life. And it make you feel better about yourself to see me in here. And make you even more mad because you like, I can't do what he can do. I can't be real. Because you miserable in your life. So I gotta say hurtful shit and disrespectful shit to make yourself feel better about yourself. Sad, bro. These people sad. This internet has fucked y'all up. Some of y'all up. It fucked some of y'all up because y'all don't have no clue about life. You motherfuckers mad at everybody else other than should be mad at yourself because you ain't shit. And I don't know if you ain't shit or not, but it seemed this way, the shit that come out your mouth. This shit is sad, bro. Get your motherfucking life together, man. It's impossible that you have this much motherfucking venom in your heart like that. I can say a lot of shit I'm saying on here, people, but that's not it. I'm not walking around with that type of hate in my heart. These motherfuckers be walking around all day with hate in their heart and miserable. It's just pure miserable. That's why they say hateful shit in the chat and disrespectful shit and shit that don't make any fucking sense. Because they know they stupid. Let me show my real stupidity out here. Let me tell them, go back and get raised by your grandmother. Nigga, I ain't lived with my grandmother in over 20-something years. I'm 43 years old, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? I ain't lived with my grandmother all my life, nigga. I've been out on my own a long time, more than I lived with any of my family members. Even my own mama. Fuck is you talking about? But you don't, that shit don't register you because you just a miserable human being. You got something wrong with you, so you try to make it seem like it's something wrong with me. Ain't nothing wrong with me, nigga. I'm okay. I ain't mad at the world. You mad at the world. I'm mad at a lot of stupid people in this country. Like you. Because you're stupid. And it angers me that you that damn stupid. But anyway, let's move on, people.
Yeah, like, hey, when you said step and fetch it. I wholeheartedly agree, and I don't mind name calling, but I'm going to refrain out of respect for your show. It's really incredible. This is 2024. Who does not have biracial or multiracial relatives in their family today?
That's all I was trying to say. The brother hit that shit on the note. Shout out to this brother. Yo, listen, I guarantee you it's a lot of black people. It's a lot of white folks. Minority folks. That they have biracial family members. Multicultural backgrounds in America. It's supposed to make us great, but we still in 2024 attacking that shit. I'm glad I got multicultural shit in my background. Cause that make me feel genuinely about being a human being and giving a fuck about other people and other races of people. I can't just be stuck on just, I'm black. Like, okay, I'm black. I know that, nigga. Nobody gonna stop me from being black. And the only person can stop me from trying to be black is me. And I still can't stop myself from being black, nigga. I'm black. Unless I'm trying to do a Sammy Sosa out this motherfucker. But you get what I mean? Like, that's supposed to be the beauty of America. But we trying to go backwards. Some people want to go backwards. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with people? Do y'all understand the pain and the suffering that a lot of races went through, different races of people went through back in the day, even white women? I don't understand why we want to go backwards. That shit don't make any sense. Man, listen. I always keep telling people, if we didn't have a lot of these racist ass people and bigoted ass people in this country would be beautiful. It would be beautiful. It'd be a beautiful ass country. But this can't be a beautiful country. This can't be a good country because we keep allowing these ignorant ass people to have opinions and still act like they're important. They're not. If you're still stuck into your racism and bigotry and hateful shit, sexism, homophobe shit, if you still into that shit, then, man, hey, man. You're the problem. It ain't the rest of us, it's y'all. Shout out to my brother Paul. What up, Paul? My brother, long time no see. Shout out to my niggas in Canada, man. Shout out to my brother. It's just stupid. Hey, man, they can stay. They just, listen, man, they got hate in their heart, man. It's hate in their heart, man. They can't help that shit. They can't help it, man. They was raised this way. They was raised to be hateful people, man. And it's bad because at this point in 2024, I accept that shit because it's just like, yo, I'd rather for you to be who you are than to lie. But they've been raised that way. I've been raised a whole bunch of different ways, and I think I turned out okay. You get what I mean? But these motherfuckers, they've been raised so fucked up, and I've been raised fucked up and all that shit. A whole bunch of different ways, but I ain't fucked up like that. But like I was saying, get back to what I was saying. If we just stop allowing these negative people to get in positions and shun these motherfuckers like we supposed to, and we all step up, this country would be beautiful. These people they just around because they just fucked up individuals. They got hurt somewhere. They was raised this way. But if they see everybody else out living life and shit like that, that even actually makes them angry. When they see you feeling good, you living life, you happy, you give a fuck about others, that shit even makes them mad. Even more mad. That shit is crazy, yo. That shit is weird as fuck. But anyway, let's move on.
Who doesn't? And what is J.V. Vance and his wife? What are they? What's going on there? So for people to keep repeating these slurs, for Byron Donalds to keep, you're right. I mean, he has a white wife. He's
and think about it, motherfucking J.D. Vance. His wife is what, Indian, I think, or Indian or Muslim, I think. If I ain't mistaken, I don't want to disrespect her, but I know she's a minority. And his kids is biracial. For him to be okay with what the fuck is going on, that's even crazy. But I told you, it's some minority people out here that are weak, I would say. They're sellouts, but they're weak. They're just weak people. Whenever I see a lot of minority women sell their souls to hateful, racist people, it's because they come from a background where the men was already telling them that they was more superior. So it wasn't hard for them to get in a relationship with a racist. Just being honest about it. Just being real. It's like white women, right? Some white women. Like, people be shocked to see that white women still follow behind racist white men. They was raised that way, right? They grew up in that, where the white man was more superior than the white woman. They grew up in that. They was raised that way. So it's not shocking when you see a racist white woman or a racist dude with a wife and his wife just okay with that shit, because she was raised that way. That's her environment. But anyway, let's move on.
he's I don't know whether they have children or not, but if they do, they are building a multiracial family. He mentioned something though, folks. So I want to bring this back home.
He got biracial kids.
That's right. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure. But I want to bring this back home, Lauren and Greg, too. And you all know this. Online, right now, you got black accounts. I put that in air quotes because we don't always know who, I don't know why that's doing that. We don't always know who some of those people are. I did my
because Mark, that's a new Mark, that's a new iPhone feature. When you do that, it creates that celebration balloon effect. But go ahead.
But I'm not on my iPhone, so I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway,
I'm just trying to tell you that's what happens.
But listen, I'm gonna restart. But listen, let me just say this: on some people's social media, you have black folk questioning her identity as well. okay, raising questions about who her parents were, whether her father is actually black, even though he's from Jamaica. There's even one popular account got millions of views with this dude saying.
But let me just say this: the reason that you have black people doing that, and it's ignorant as fuck that they're doing it, is because that was the plan, right? Like, even when they start allowing our brothers and sisters from other countries to come over here like, as immigrants, I told y'all it's already set up in their mind, a lot of them, because they see it's blasted over in their country on their mainstream media of how bad black people are and what we think. And then you have black people in this country that actually, in our communities, right, that actually second guess people that are lighter than them. You have this skin color shit that we do, that if you're lighter than me, that's that light-skinned shit. If you're darker than me, you ain't good looking. It's that type of shit. Like we have that in our community already. And then if you get brothers and sisters that's immigrants come over here, they're told that already. They're on that shit already. They know that's what we do in our community. And they come over here and they experience it, and they're like, oh, these Negroes is different from us. And then we treat them differently. And then we get upset as black Americans, nigga, we treat them differently. Because we programmed here to do that, right? Because we doing it to each other here. And then we got this thing about immigrants too, because they want to tell us if they immigrants, they come from huts and you know, all the stereotypes. So we programmed in a way just like these motherfucking immigrants, our brothers and sisters that come over here that's immigrants, they're programmed the same way. This is what racist white media have been doing for generations of black people. They have been turning black people against each other for generations. This shit ain't complicated. People like people acting like why people do the shit that they do. It's for a reason. And it's not as complicated as you think it is. That's why when a motherfucker asks me, why you ain't pro-black? Why would I be pro-black? So I gotta do what white people do. I got to be, it ain't enough if I say I'm about my peoples first. That ain't enough for you, but I gotta tell you I'm pro-black to show you how down and how black I am. Nigga, fuck all that. You ain't doing that to me. I ain't in no motherfucking street shit. There ain't no gang, nigga. You don't get to do that to me. Yes, I love my people, but I love people that don't look like me. That you don't get to put me in that box. And the problem with some of these pro-black niggas is they don't understand that. You doing the same shit that you accusing the others of doing to us. So how are we better? I'm not saying we don't supposed to put our people first. I ain't saying we don't supposed to love our people. I ain't saying we don't supposed to stand up for our people. But no, you don't get to do that. But black people do. Listen, we are programmed to do this shit to each other. Especially to black people. We are programmed to disrespect one another. That's why when you hear a LL Cool J come out and say, no, it's just competition when we battle rap. It shouldn't linger to the streets to where we shouldn't kill each other. But you'll have Stupid niggas that'll say, nah, nigga, yeah, we did some street shit too, nigga. We take it to the streets. That's them programmed niggas. We having competition here, nigga. I'm the best or whatever. I can't be the best. Oh, this shit? You mad at that? You want to take it to the street now? You want to kill me, nigga? That's programmed niggas. That's white supremacy in their head. And they don't even know it. A lot of them don't. With these niggas out here shooting and killing each other. I keep telling these niggas this. I would respect a street nigga way more than I do. If you niggas was doing the same shit in white neighborhoods. You was killing them white folks. Or in different minority things. But you not doing that. You gonna kill the niggas around you. Just like white folks. They talk all that gangster shit. They catch black people slipping, lacking, and then they kill them. They use the law. They ain't gonna never listen. I'm gonna tell you something. Ain't a racist group, ain't no Klan member, no racist group. They got Proud Boys, none of that shit. Gonna come to a black community and go to war. They know better than that. I'm telling y'all that shit. They can talk all that hateful shit all they want. They hide behind the police. That's what they do. Shit, half the fucking police force is racist. Fuck are we talking about here? Probably 75%. What we talking about here? They ain't like that. And I keep telling y'all these motherfuckers ain't like that. And some of these black niggas talk all that gangster shit. Them niggas ain't like that. It's easy to kill a nigga that's in your vicinity, but if you really want to get busy like that and you was about some nigga, go kill some niggas outside of your community. And then talk to me how gangster you are. Them cops get on your ass, you get like bitches. You get like pussies. If a black nigga beat you up in the neighborhood, right? These niggas got all the plotting shit to do to go kill another brother, right? But when them white racist cops beat the shit out you don't plan to go kill them. I just keep saying that. That's why, like, the street shit, listen, I understand the street shit. I can't fuck with that shit. Cause it's flaws in that shit. You think I'm just embarrassed by coon sellout niggas? No, I'm embarrassed by these so-called street gangster niggas. I'm embarrassed by these niggas. These niggas ain't consistent. These niggas pick and choose when they want to be gangsters. You know why I know that? Because I did it. I pick and choose when I wanted to be a gangster. So these niggas do the same shit. Fuck out of here with that shit.
That her father's not a real Jamaican, that he's actually Indian and from India himself. My camera's back up control. He's actually from India himself, and he immigrated to Jamaica. Like, where y'all getting this stuff from? So there is this obsession with her, trying to other her. We got to cut that out. We really, really have to do that. Byron Donalds is a clown. We know that. And again, he's following the Trump script. This is the appeal to the lowest common denominator. And, you know, I have to wonder how many of these so-called hillbillies, as J.B. Vance would call them.
And think about this, right? What he's saying. It's black people doing this shit. Let me just say this to the black people out here. You motherfuckers ain't, however you motherfuckers, you go back and look at your ancestry and shit, you motherfuckers are mixed with white folks. We all are. Any black person in America, I don't give a fuck if you're a foundational black person, you are mixed with some type of white. You think I'm lying? Go do your history on yourselves, your family tree, and see that it ain't gonna be a white person pop up on you. Pop up in your shit. You gonna have at least, if it's 1%, nigga, you still got some white in you. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about, man? Stop questioning other people's black blackness. We all mixed with some fuck shit. I didn't say fuck shit. I mean put it like that. We all mixed with different races of shit. And most likely a lot of foundational black people are mixed with white. Just a fact. Nobody questioning your fucking blackness. Motherfuckers black. They black, bro. People don't listen. You don't get mad at people because they're mixed with something different. They mixed with black and something else because you want to say, oh no, they got that other shit and they ain't black. That's what white people used to do. White people used to have sex with slaves, and just because that baby had a drop of blackness in them, they was black. And black people doing the same shit, just in a somewhat of a different way. It's the same shit. We acting like slave owners. The sister never denied that she black. You motherfuckers keep denying that she's black. She never denied that she was part black. She never denied it. Now, you may say, oh, well, she don't do things like we do because we from the hood. Nigga, I'm from the hood. I come from the hood. I don't do everything hood niggas do. The fuck do that mean? You niggas are, like some of you black people are out of y'all fucking mind. That's that white supremacy shit in y'all head. Listen, every time I see niggas in the hood, you know what I see? When niggas out there doing fuck shit and doing this ignorant shit they do or saying this ignorant shit they say, I say, these niggas are institutionalized. We've been taught this shit. I used to think the same shit. So people, I'm not speaking on the shit like I ain't did it or I don't have no knowledge of it. I used to do the same shit. And a lot of these motherfuckers is my age or older still doing that. What the fuck? But we supposed to listen to your opinion. The fuck out of here, man. I'm not doing that. Listen, we can be proud to be black. I get that. But if we all be real, the same behaviors that we don't like from white supremacists, we do the shit to ourselves. We use the same tactics that they use on us to our own people. We do the same shit to our own. And then we sit here and be wondering why they don't have no respect for us, or these other cultures and different races of people don't have no respect for us. Because we do the same thing that they do to us, to each other. So when I say we need to get on code, that's what I'm talking about. That's why a lot of them racists, they sit back and they laugh. Like I did that video while that white man, he was laughing. The reason he was laughing was like, because in his mind, that black man, because he has had this interaction with a black man before because he's a racist, right? Look at him. Whining and crying, woo, woo, woo. He did all that shit to that black man, mocking him, because he did it before. He's seen black men cry. He's seen that he hurt black men feelings or women feelings. He's seen this shit before. That's why I was upset. Why the fuck are you crying, nigga? Yeah, it hurt, but don't cry. Fuck that shit. If you ain't gonna smack this nigga, walk away. See, races like that, you got two options. You can walk away or you can fuck them up. That's your options. You sitting there going back and forth with them is a waste of time and a waste of energy, nigga. And it's your energy and it's a waste of your time. Not his. He's enjoying that shit. I told you, as woke as some black people say or assume that they are, they're not woke. A lot of black people ain't woke. You motherfuckers still do what white supremacy tell you to do. You still move that way. You still treat the people that they want you to treat away. You still do it. They thought process that they put in your head. You still do the shit. But then I'm woke. You're not woke, bro. Listen, I don't hate white people. But I treat white people how white people treat me. The majority of them. I don't trust white people. If I don't know you, I don't trust you. And I'm not saying you're bad people or racist. I'm not saying that. I don't trust you like you don't trust me. See, I know the psyche of white people when they don't know black people. And they see black people and they bias about that. I know that shit. So why can't I feel the way you feel? I don't know you, so I can't trust you. Listen, and that shit goes for minorities and some black folks. Don't know you. Listen, if I, as I'm a black person, right, and I see a black person I don't know, I don't trust him because I don't know him, right? Why can't I have the same feeling that I have with white people and other minority people? Why is that? Why is it only I can do that to my own? You think about that shit. No, nigga, I keep the same energy. If I feel I don't know this nigga. I don't know that white person. I don't know that minority. I don't trust you. I don't know you. That's my energy. That's my vibe. I keep that shit consistent. I don't know you, nigga. I don't trust you. You gotta prove to me that you somebody good for me to give a fuck about you or hang around you or talk to you. Fuck out of here. This ain't this on. I'm gonna do this to my own people, but I'm not gonna do it to other people because it make them feel uncomfortable and make it feel like you being a bigot. Well, shouldn't that black person feel that way? That I feel the same way about? You have to be consistent. We don't have a lot of consistent black folks, and that's why we in a predicament that we are in. You motherfuckers running, a lot of y'all running around here doing white supremacy. You do the work for them. And then you sit back and you bitch and complain about some shit that you helped them do. I don't play the games with, listen. I'm just gonna be real about this. I'm gonna move on. I've been in pain for a long, long time. Just emotionally and mentally. I have been in pain for a long, long time. And the shit that I see, that I'm getting helpful for the pain I've been through and all that, but the shit I'm seeing now with my people is very disturbing and it's bringing it hurts even more now. Because I'm like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we doing this shit to each other? This shit is crazy. Now, when I'm young, dumb, ignorant, see none of that. Give a fuck about it. I had OGs telling me about, hey, nigga, I ain't care. Because you know why? Because I was already corrupt. I was already institutionalized. Niggas think you gotta go to prison to get institutionalized. No, you don't. grow up in the black community, you can get institutionalized. Just in the community, not in the cell, in the community, you get institutionalized. You think the shit that you doing is that's how we are as black people. This is how we supposed to be. Nah, nigga. We don't supposed to be like this. We do not supposed to be like this. We do not supposed to be acting like this towards each other. Hell no. And then you start getting deeper and deeper into black culture and American culture and what they did to the Black Panthers, nigga, and you find out what the Black Panthers was doing, nigga. We was righteous, nigga. Them niggas brought righteousness to our community. Made us give a fuck about each other, but what they do? They took them out because they didn't want us to feel that way. I ain't saying people gotta be Muslim and be on some Black Panther shit. I'm not saying that. But I'm telling you that that's what they brought to our community and they took it away from us. And you niggas are sitting around here talking about I'm blood, I'm cuz, I'm Crip. Like that means something. You niggas are embarrassments. Just like the Coons are. Just like the house niggas. Just like a Brian Donaldson is. Embarrassments. You niggas on Twitter questioning this sister. Oh, is she black? Is she not? Yeah, black. You are embarrassments. We nigga, if that's the case, we start questioning your blackness. How about that shit? You got to be from the hood to be black? What the fuck is wrong with you niggas? But like I said, a lot of you niggas are institutionalized. Let's move on, man. So disgusted by some of our black people. Let's move on.
We call them themselves, like he does, have a woman of color in their lives.
Well, here's our deal. The way he goes, well, you know,
A lot of
there's a discussion on social media. I'm like, dude, you're a member of Congress. I mean, get a grip. So, I mean, again, all he's doing is just kissing Trump's ass at all turns. He doesn't even have the guts to say, he shouldn't have said it. This is not a conversation. My kid's about racial. Move on.
Right.
Yeah, well, you know, he's not going to say that. He's never going to say that. Story of...
And let me just say this. Let me tell you some real shit I did years ago when Biden was running. And Biden went on the Breakfast Club on a black platform that reached black people. And this motherfucker said, if you ain't black if you don't vote for me. Coming there from a white man saying that, just imagine if that was Kalama Harris saying that. You know how more offended I would have been? Yeah, Biden, I was offended by what he said, and that's why I ain't vote for his ass. Okay? But Kalama Harris, imagine she said that. You ain't black if you don't vote for me. You know the outrage that shit would be to the black community? But it ain't an outrage to black people that this white man, Trump, is questioning her blackness. And it's black people out here be like, yeah, I mean, we really got to think about that. What? What? We got mad at Biden for saying what he said. Because that was like questioning our blackness. Right? A white man said that. Trump says some shit that's even worse. It's black people like, yeah, well, hey, you know, maybe we do got to question it. Nigga, what? Y'all ain't offended? Y'all ain't offended with this motherfucker just... We gonna be offended by the motherfucker that he's accused of not being black. We offended at her. But we ain't offended at the motherfucking question one of our own. He questioned one of our own. I say this to Negroes like this. You niggas can't question no black person blackness when you niggas don't stay on code. How about that shit? You can't even stay on code with your black folks, but you want to question other black people's blackness. You sound like Byron Donaldson out here capping for white supremacy. You question her blackness. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Listen, people, the reason I'm saying that is because of some of that I was doing it. So I'm not saying some shit that I didn't do. And now I know how wrong that shit is and how ignorant I was. As much as I can't stand Candace Owens, I don't question that she ain't black. I question, do she actually really genuinely care about black people? She ain't black. I can't say she ain't black. She black. Can't take away your blackness, nigga. You black. I see you. You black, ain't you? Okay, cool. Fuck are we talking about? And some of you black folks should be ashamed of yourselves. Should be ashamed. Just because you disagree with some black people, you question their blackness. That's crazy, bro. Let's move on, man.
Donalds, and the saddest thing really about Byron Donalds is that he knows exactly what he's doing. It's completely intentional. It's not accidental.
Right.
It's not because he's stupid. It's not because he doesn't know what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. And for whatever reason, he has decided to be the consensual manservant of Donald Trump. He's decided to be the Trump chaperone, the Negro by the door of white supremacy, whatever the heck you want to call it. He's intentionally.
And let me say this: the sister is right. That's all I'm saying. That nigga, he's not dumb. He's not intelligent. Now, a lot of you motherfuckers in social media are stupid. Black folks, some of y'all are stupid as shit. And you're institutionalized and you're dumb. I said, right? But this Negro ain't dumb. He knows exactly what he's doing. It's not because he talked proper and all that shit. It's because I know that he knows that what he's saying is bullshit. Because his history says that. He knows better. People, you don't change that much like that. Because I'm not a liberal anymore. It didn't change a lot of the shit that I like about liberals. Or being a Democrat. I still fuck with some of that shit. People think that I'm not a liberal because whatever they think, right? But the reason I'm not a liberal anymore is because I don't, as a black person, I don't want to be in a way of like, where like you think. Like, cause I listen, I honestly feel this way about liberal people. The Democrat Party. You really genuinely take our vote for granted. I genuinely feel that way. I don't think that they don't care. I just think that they just, whatever politically it makes sense for them. And then they want to come to us when they need help. That's how I feel about liberals. When it comes to Republicans, I ain't never think Republicans gave a fuck about black folks. Ever. Ain't never felt that way. I have never felt that Republicans ever cared about black folks. Ever. In my 43 years. And I've been doing this political shit for 10 years. I haven't never felt like they give a fuck about black folks. In 10 years. So to me, you can't tell me, oh yeah, oh well, the liberals, they take your vote for granted. But you do the same shit that the liberals do. You take our vote for granted. Because you use black people. You only want us to ride with you to make it seem like you ain't racist. You think I don't understand that? Come on, man. Been doing this shit for 10 years. Ain't no Republican play me like that. Now you can bring out all the token niggas you want. Them token niggas don't speak to me. Them niggas ain't at our cookouts. Yeah, he black, but he ain't at our cookouts. We ain't question that he ain't black. We just say he ain't over here with us. He don't hang with us. People, you ever seen when Mexicans get together, they throw some shit? It's rarely rare that you see different races of people fucking with them in their environment or what they do. They throw their cookouts, they throw their little parties or whatever, right? Ain't a whole bunch of black people with them like that. Or a whole bunch of white people with them like that, or other nationality or other minority people with them of different races. Nigga, they do what Mexicans do. And nobody get mad at that. We like, all right, that's what the Mexicans do. I'm surrounded by a lot of Mexicans too. Listen, them motherfuckers throw parties, nigga. I don't see no black people over there. We don't call the police, none of that shit. And they be bumping that shit all night long. Should they be, I'm talking about all day. They start from early during the day to late. To the next day, damn near. And nobody say nothing. It's black and white people, we don't say a motherfucking thing. Them party. That's why when we throw out shit, in my community, I wish a motherfucker would around this neighborhood call the police. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, we gonna play that gangster shit. Just because you don't understand what the Mexican shit is talking about, they might be saying some crazy shit in that music too. But that shit can get annoying hearing that shit. No disrespect, but man, ain't nobody want to hear that shit all day. But we respect it. Do you? So when we do our shit, when we throw our shit, we don't want to hear nothing. That's how I feel. To be fair, do your shit. You party, that's how y'all party. We party, that's how we party. White people, they party, they party. Now, don't get me wrong. In my community, white people don't really party like that. Now, you and me hearing all that country rock shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. White people in our community a little bit, they kind of say to themselves, right? They don't, I'm not saying they don't fuck with us or nothing like that, but they don't throw parties and shit like that. It's very, very rare that they throw shit around us. Tell you something. If you caught a Trump flag around this bitch, the motherfuckers won't live here no more. I'm being dead honest about that. And I can say this about my community. It's very rare that we see political shit around here. Right? All right. I don't know if I seen a Biden flag or Trump flag or, you get what I mean? Like, or Black Lives Matter. We don't, or Jamaican flag, or Mexican. We don't really kind of do that shit. That's why this is the thing I love about Baltimore, right? Like, man, we just let people be, man. We don't give a fuck, man. You here. What's up? But in different communities and different states and shit and cities, they different with that shit. Like, even when I outside of Baltimore City, like where I work at in Columbia, Maryland and shit, that shit different out there. They ain't the city. You got all these different minority people out there in Columbia and shit, and these motherfuckers got to put up their flags and all that shit. But in the city, we don't do that shit. We don't do that. We respect everybody, man. Listen, you do you, we do us. You mind your business, we mind our business. That's how we are. Like, we'll fuck with you. If we fuck with you, we fuck with you. We fuck with you regardless. You wouldn't be around us if we didn't fuck with you. The crazy part is, you would think where I live at, you would think it's more Mexicans here than it is black people. It actually is not. It's just that black people mind their fucking business. We mind our fucking business in Baltimore. In my neighborhood. We mind our fucking business, man. We don't, you know what I mean? Like, not like that. But the Mexicans, they be all out and about. Everywhere. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something about Mexicans. Listen, the Mexican nigga, they some hustlers. They hustlers. They be out this bitch all day, every day, hustling shit. These are the only motherfuckers that can go to certain spots and put a tent up that bitch and sell shit. Like, you be like, yo, what the fuck? But you get some black person do it, you be like, police fuck with them. That's real talk. Fucking with the water boys and shit like that. But not believe it or not where I'm at though. They don't do that shit. They don't fuck with the water boys and all that shit. Squeegee boys and all that shit. They don't fuck with them. But not in our neighborhood. Our neighborhood just a little different. That's why I love my neighborhood. We don't be fucking with people like that, man. We let people be who they be, man. That's what I love about my city, man. My niggas mind their business. Now, if you into some bullshit, that's on you. But don't bring that shit, you know what I mean? That we on that type of shit. Don't bring that shit around. You know what I mean? Then we start talking about it. Then some shit pop off like that. But other than that, nigga, we mind your business. Go to work, do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Hustle, do what you got to do to hustle to make your money. We good with it. Like, it's a part where I live at, right? In the community where it's apartments, right? There don't no black people live in that bitch. It ain't nothing but Mexicans living there. The whole shit, that whole shit is, you want to call it the projects, a little projects or something. Like, nigga, they live in there. Nigga, that's what they do. I don't call it the projects, but it's apartments. They live there. Nigga, no black people live there. And we good with that. Nigga, that's they shit. Do what you do. That don't bother nobody. Sprinkle white people around and black people, you know, we around. Townhouses and shit like that. Like, we mind our business, bro. It's not like that. That's why I love my peoples. That's why I love my community. That's why I love Baltimore. Like, oh, it ain't like that. When we establish a neighborhood and we keep that shit, it's like that. That's what the neighborhood gonna be. Nigga, the neighbor, ain't nobody can come in here. Ain't no drug dealer niggas can come in. Nigga, if niggas start stealing and all that shit, nigga, oh, the whole community get involved. Like, hold on, nigga. You can't come around and start stealing, nigga. Get your bitch ass out of here. Need help, nigga? Holler at us. You got a church right up the street. Church will help you out. Like, yo, we don't play that shit. I be trying to tell people that about Baltimore. Like, yo, Baltimore's different. You come down this bitch, it's different. The vibe is different. Niggas don't play a lot of shit that people play. All that racism shit, like even like what, like in Glen Burnie, the county and shit like that, them niggas play games out there. We don't play games down here in the city. Our shit is what it is. The vibe is different down here. Telling you. We know the bad communities, nigga. You know when niggas on some bullshit. Nigga, don't go over there. Motherfuckers in the community tell you, don't go there. Don't be on there fucking with them. Like, we on that shit. And the niggas that's on that bullshit, they ain't gonna fuck with niggas like that. Nigga, y'all do that vibe over there. Nigga, you don't do that over here. That's how that shit go. Like I told you, I'm surrounded by a lot of that shit. Nigga, I ain't saying it's all great around my neighborhood, nigga. It's some shit that be happening. But nigga, they do that shit in that neighborhood. They don't do that shit over here. And if that shit start happening over here, that shit get canceled real quick. Oh, nigga. Oh. Community start getting together, nigga. Oh. Nah, nigga. We don't do that shit around here, nigga. You got to go. You got to roll the fuck out. Can't do that shit around here, nigga. I remember niggas up the street at Rural Farms and shit. Motherfuckers, fucking Rural Farms kept getting robbed. Nigga like, yo, hold up, yo. Man, I go to that fucking Rural Farms, yo. Fuck that shit. These niggas can't be doing this shit. Nah, nigga. Nigga, the Rural Farms don't get robbed like that no more. Cause niggas in the community like, nah, enough of that shit. Like it was motherfuckers that was like, yo, sitting out that bitch waiting for niggas to try to go rob, to put hands on these niggas, to put a bullet in their ass. Niggas wasn't playing that shit. You take your kids up there to go. Like it's kids in the neighborhood. We take our kids to go up there late night to get something. Nigga ain't trying to get robbed. What the fuck wrong with you? Fuck out of here, yo. We don't play that shit. Nigga, you hurt him, nigga. What's up? We got some shit. Let's help you. Like, we on that type of shit in my community. My wife just don't like the prices. So I ain't gonna say she don't like the prices. She want a dream house. So I get that. That's why she want to move. And I get that, and I'm okay with it. Whenever the situation comes. Right? But I love my fucking community, man. Motherfuckers mind their business, and when we need not to mind our business and we need to step up and we need to be on some shit, we be on some shit. Like I said, motherfuckers kept robbing the fucking Rural Farms up the street. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Motherfuckers come around with petitions. You start seeing the motherfucking pastors and the religious leaders coming around. Hey, we need to stop this shit. Like, yo, motherfuckers ain't playing that. I love my community, bro. We multicultural, nigga. It ain't no, well, we just got some Mexican, a whole bunch of Mexicans, a whole bunch of black folks, a whole bunch of white people. It ain't that, nigga. Listen, it's more black people here, I tell you that. But by us being multicultural like that, like for some black folks, yo, we adapt and that shit rubs off on us and we rub off on them. And it helps the community. Motherfuckers throw parties, they throw events and shit like that. Like black people, we throw events. But it's always like some shit like we just do our shit. Mexicans do some shit. If you want to go to some of them Mexican events, if it's real public like that, oh shit. Mexicans be like, oh, come on in. That's what I love about Mexicans. One thing about Mexicans, they will take care of the community. They will take care of the fucking community. They are community type of people. You can learn some shit from the Mexicans, bro. They are community type of people. They love community. That's what they love. That's what they like. They're family oriented anyway. So a community, that shit is easy for them. That's light work. They like that shit. They like community. Yeah, do they stick together? Yeah, of course they do. But nigga, but they don't discriminate. Listen, you ask them, hey, be a part of that. One thing about Mexicans that I found out, if you say, hey, let's throw a block party or something, do some shit for the whole street, right? Because I know I'm gonna do that once we move, right? I'm gonna throw a block party, right? And I'm gonna get all Mexicans, everybody, whoever want to kid, the kids, whatever, have some shit for them. Go to every house around here, because that's the type of nigga I am. I'm about the community. If you go to the Mexicans like that, I swear to God, they go out their way to make that block party even bigger than what you thought. Because they're about community. You know what I mean? So, I don't got no problem with immigrants and shit like that. Like, people be thinking black people will have this type of thing. We shouldn't. Nigga, they work jobs that a lot of us don't want to work anyway. We bitch and complain when we work there. So you bitch and complain about it and quit it, and then you get mad because, oh, the immigrant come in and get the job. You don't want to work there anyway. You quit. Fuck you mad at? I never understood that, bro. But anyway, let's move on. Shout out to my brothers and sisters, my immigrant brothers and sisters, my Mexican brothers and sisters, man. I ain't on that shit, man. Listen, I'm about my black people first, of course. Always. But nigga, we gotta start being more multicultural than just living in our own black bubble. Yeah, we got our pain, we got some shit. I get it. But we gotta be more open. And stop just acting like, oh, only what we do in the hood doesn't matter. No, that don't make us black, nigga. Honestly. We got black brothers and sisters out here that's lawyers and doctors and shit that come from our community that made it. And we don't need support them. We think, oh, they bougie. They sold out. They ain't coming to dinner. Nigga, they still trying to grow. But half of you niggas that complain about those brothers and sisters that made it and shit like that, ain't came back and did nothing. If you got that same opportunity and did that, your ass wouldn't come back and do a goddamn thing either. That's the crazy part about it. Black people don't want to be real with each other, but that's the realness. But anyway, people, let's move on.
Intentionally wanting that role. That is the role that he wants to have. I think he suspects that he might get something out of it, maybe a cabinet position, but he's trying to show more than anything that he is the loyal manservant. That is the role that Byron Donalds, that's what we're watching in contemporary times. You know, we're watching effectively an archetype from the 1800s. And that's sad. It's sad that somebody black in this country thinks they have to stoop that low to anybody, white or black, in this way. But it's particularly humiliating to watch in the context that we live in today, because there really is no reason for it. I mean, there really is no reason for any of that. Byron Donalds has come a long way. He had a criminal record and ends up as a member of Congress. And yet, for some reason, he feels like this is what he has to do to succeed. And even dumber, he thinks that nobody else can figure out what this is. But, you know, I got to say, the fact that he won't tip the bit is really weird to watch. Very strange and emasculating and odd. I mean, I just can't understand it. I mean, most people, a lot of these black Republicans are really good at understanding when you get to that point where your personhood, manhood, and self-respect is slipping away. So you keep your mouth shut. You may not want to say publicly that you're in disagreement with Donald Trump, but you keep your mouth shut. And for whatever reason, Byron Donalds is intentionally doing this, and it is something to watch. I mean, I just can't believe it. It just makes me think about the old.
Listen, let me just say that it reminds you of. Not to remind you, it's just what I said. Listen, when you are a coward, right? You will lower your standards for shit, right? Like, It was certain shit in the street, and I can say this, right? It was certain shit in the street I knew was wrong that my niggas was doing, and I didn't speak up. It was like, nah, we ain't doing that shit. I just ran with it. Did you know why? Because partly I was a coward. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, I know why he's doing what he's doing. Nigga, I was a coward at one period of time. So I know what Byron Donaldson is doing. Nigga, that's coward shit. And listen, you ain't got no heart. Like, as much as I talk about that gangster shit in the streets, nigga, I look back at that shit, nigga, I was a coward. Because it was shit that was going on around me and my niggas was doing, and I ain't speak up and say nothing. I just roll with it. And I knew it was wrong. I was like, oh, man, I should have been like, oh, man, we shouldn't have been doing this shit. No, stop. No, we not doing that. But it was some shit, yo, I didn't do that. I was a fucking coward. If I can admit that and understand that, why these niggas, these sellout niggas can't do that? But like I said, you do shit when you're a coward, right? Because I was a coward at one point of time, right? You scared of the backlash. You feel outnumbered. And that's what that nigga is doing. But the crazy part about it, just like I put myself in that situation, he's putting himself in that situation to be a coward. To be outnumbered. To be a fucking sucker and a sellout. No different than what I was doing in the street. No difference. I knew it was wrong. He knows wrong what he doing. He's a coward, bro. They all cowards. You can't, there's no way impossible you defend racism, bro. And bigotry and hateful shit. You a coward. Let's move on, man.
Think about the old movies before Step and Fetch It. And even those guys probably were aware of their position. But to be doing this in contemporary times is just unbelievably embarrassing.
We sick. Yeah, we sick.
You know why it's embarrassing? It's because Byron Donaldson doesn't have to do that to be successful. But in his mind, he's institutionalized. He think that's the way he's supposed to do this shit to be successful. He found a lane that way he can do some shit to be successful, to make it. And he's an opportunist. Listen, just because you black doesn't mean that you're a good person. It just is what it is. I wasn't a good person back when I was doing the shit I was doing. I would acknowledge that straight out the gate. I will always admit that. I was a coward. I was a bad person. Can admit that. But I changed my life. I understood it. It ain't no leftist shit. It was like, oh, you trying to be a leftist. Nigga, I'm not no leftist. I'm not even a Democrat. So you can't say that about me. I understand right from wrong. I understand when some shit is just wrong, bro. But, this dude, his whole life he been a coward. Believe it or not. And for him to be, 30-something, 40-something years old, whatever, how old he is. Like, yo, you a coward. You still a coward? Wow. Let's move on.
We sick indeed. Lauren Victoria Bush. I'm gonna tell you, you've had some compelling descriptors over the years, but I promise you, consensual manservant has so many different ways. I think that is my favorite way to describe the congressman from Florida. Consensual manservant. I mean, there ain't a number of directions we could take that. I'm just gonna let that. Like, that's a beautiful thing. And I think you're absolutely right, Lauren. Byron Donalds is after certainly one thing, regardless of whatever else he's about. He's about his wife Erica. Erica Donalds wants to be Secretary of Education, probably, in this country. This is a clown who was on the board of Moms for Liberty, on her local school board in Florida, who hitched her star to the wagon of DeSantis in Florida until she switched over to John Trump. And she is dangerous. She's been involved in everything from Hillsdale College and Moms for Liberty to all kind of right-wing charter school networks in Florida, where she has siphoned off public dollars with the help of her punk-ass husband, who, when he was in the Florida legislature, helped push through legislation that his family, through his wife and the charter schools they run, directly benefited from. I think this is as much about Erica Donalds, the woman of Byron Donalds' dreams, than it is about Byron.
No. I agree with him. His wife is a horrible person. I keep saying that. His wife is very connected. She is very wealthy. This nigga was an opportunist and got with her. He actually... The fuck? In a second. Oh, I'm gonna kill your ass. You gonna die. This is the same goddamn spider, bro. Same damn spider. I guarantee you, because I ain't killed it, I just keep swiping it away. But Brian Donaldson, his wife is very connected. She is very, very wealthy. Excuse me. She is very, very wealthy. She's come from a wealthy family. She's very connected. And that Negro, by him being an opportunist that he is, he rolled with that shit. Yeah, he knows better, but his drive to be accepted, and at the same time, his drive to be somebody, right, in white America, he took that route. He was with a black woman before he was with his wife now that he got kids with. He was only with that black woman to stay at that school he was in or something like that, right? It's a story on this nigga. So listen, when I tell you that Brian Donaldson is not an ignorant, stupid Negro, right? He's not that. He is not ignorant and stupid. He is very intelligent. Listen, this is one of those house niggas that understand. I don't like the way I had to struggle being a field nigga. And I told you two things, even in the hood. If you make it from there, it's two ways that you can come out of the hood. You could be on some pro-black shit and want to help people and shit like that and help all people. You could be on some Martin Luther King type shit, right? Or you can just be a nigga like Brian Donaldson. Just, I'm gonna make it. I don't want to go back to that shit. I don't like how the niggas treated me. Oh, you know what? They called me dirty. I was dirty, and they called me dirty. Nigga, they called me dirty in the hood. The fuck that mean? I supposed to hate my people? They were just as ignorant and stupid as I was. They called me dirty. And listen, let me just explain something to y'all. Right? This is why I can't hate my people. Right? And I know my people did more harm to me in a way, right, than white people ever did, right? In my lifetime, right? Just be very honest. Even though I know more that white people did more harm to me than my own people. But I'm just saying mentally and physically, right? My people did more, right? Not even the mental shit is about 75-25. Because I think 25% came from my own people, but they was institutionalized. They was ignorant niggas. A lot of that shit came from white supremacy, right? With even what they was doing. Now listen, I had a thing, right, with black people, right? When I was growing up in the hood, right? Because I like to be honest about my childhood, right? Because I don't want people to sit here and be like, oh, Kenny lying about this shit. No, nigga, you ain't got to Google my shit. I tell you exactly what happened to me. Listen, when I was growing up and shit, it was black people that looked like me, living in my neighborhood, probably doing a little better than me. Their family, it was everything good. Called me dirty. You a dirty nigga. I had light-skinned people in the community. Oh, he too dark. Because like in the summertime, I get darker, right? In the winter, I get lighter. And I'm be very honest about this. In the summer, a lot of the chicks wouldn't want to fuck with me because I was too dark. Light-skinned chicks wouldn't want to fuck with me because I was too dark. Because I got dark in the summer, right? Wintertime come, all of a sudden now I'm cute. This shit happened in my community. In Baltimore. East Baltimore. When I was growing up. And I was poor. Called me dirty. I ain't had the flies clothes and shit that everybody, a lot of motherfuckers had. None of that shit. And if your reputation around in the hood is getting your ass whipped, because I used to get bullied. Didn't know I got bullied. I just thought I was getting punked. Right? You a punk ass nigga. You ain't fighting back. So that's how I looked at it. Right? So that's your reputation in the hood. So your reputation in the hood, for me, growing up, you a punk ass nigga because you ain't fighting back. You're a bitch ass nigga. Right? And the light-skinned chicks, they didn't like me because the reputation is I'm dirty, I'm poor. Because I didn't have shit, I was poor. Right? Probably wearing the same clothes twice a week, 3 times a week. Same clothes I had on a couple days ago. It was like that. I was poor. You can even say I was dirty. Say that. It's fine. Right? Now, light-skinned chicks didn't want to fuck with me because especially in the summer, got dark. He too dark. That nigga ugly. And he dirty. He got all this other shit they say about him, right? He a punk. He ain't clean. Shit like that, right? He dirty nigga. That dirty nigga ain't got nothing. Right? Then wintertime come all of a sudden, I get a little play. I'm lighter. Clothes got a little better. You know what I mean? So I've been through that shit before. My point is this. It wasn't white people that did that to me. That was my own people. Now, people, I'm a grown-ass man. 43 years old. And I've been through all that shit. And that shit hurted. I ain't gonna sit there and like it didn't hurt. That shit hurt. Thinking about it, it hurts. But that don't make me grow up to be 43 years old and I know better. That I hate my people. There was just some ignorant black niggas that was in the same fucking environment that I was in, saying that fuck shit and doing that fuck shit to me. Because it most likely was probably happening to them. See how you don't take that shit out on your people? You don't take that shit out on your people, man. Because even though, I told you, hurt people hurt people. I could have easily turned out to be a Byron Donaldson, hate black people, or Canizons, black niggers. I should have been like one of the biggest coons out here. Getting that paper. Getting that money. Nah. I love my people. My people flawed. My people institutionalized. I understand why they did this shit they did. Because you know why? Because once I started getting up, I got some money, right? I started getting a reputation around in the hood, right? I got a little bit more clean, right? I started kind of doing the same shit they was doing. How the fuck am I better than them? They did that shit to me, it hurt me. And then now I'm doing it to the same, I'm doing the same shit that they was doing to me. Not to them, but to others. I'm bullying. I'm playing this colorism shit. Now, you understand what I'm saying? Nigga, you can't be mad at niggas because they did some shit, a hurt nigga hurt you, and then you turned around and be the same nigga that got hurt and then do some shit to hurt other niggas, and then now you blame the whole culture. You blame everybody. All black people for doing that. Because listen, all black people ain't do that to me. It was just in my environment that shit was happening. But black people ain't, a lot of y'all ain't that goddamn intelligent or smart, or you too institutionalized to understand that. So I'm acting like so some shit happened to you from black people, that's how all the black community feel. No. I can speak about a lot of other shit that I had did for niggas, that niggas did for me, that helped me. I ain't here. I had to go through that pain, right? But I had niggas through my life where I am right now that helped me to have the confidence and to be who I am. And to society, you wouldn't think that they're good people. But they was good for me at the time. Gave me knowledge, helped me. That's why I don't hate my people. And they probably was doing some foul shit, doing some fuck shit. Well, I know they were. But you don't hate your people, man. Let's move on.
Unfortunately, of course, Byron Donalds, who passed himself off as a fake Jamaican for 15 seconds at Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University in Tallahassee, coming down from New York. Unfortunately, Byron Donalds, who said that, the black family was more intact prior to the end of segregation, which, of course, would have meant, if we had gone back to those days, that he could not marry the woman of his dreams. And by the way, shout out to Tim Scott for marrying the woman of his dreams a couple of days ago. But Byron Donalds is a means to an end. He is a consensual man, to quote Lauren Victoria Burt, whether it be to his wife Erica or to Donald Trump.
When we talk about blackness and what happens in black culture.
My bad. Shout out to my brother Vito. He said, I'm disappointed that you have not addressed anything that I have said. Much respect. Bro, I was in the moment of speaking. I told you, listen, don't ever take shit personal that I don't acknowledge y'all right away sometimes. I'll be in the moment of doing my fucking show. I'm not like every fucking YouTubers. Them niggas, they want to shout out everybody because they want y'all to donate and give money and shit like that. I'm not like that. I want you to donate because you give a fuck about what I do. So I don't do that. So that's number one. Number two is, it's not that I ain't going to acknowledge you. Sometimes I'm in a fucking show. I'm doing the fucking show. No disrespect to any of y'all. But don't do that. Don't say that. That's not true. And it mind boggles me too when niggas say that shit. Like, you ain't acknowledging me and shit like that. Nigga, like, you need me to acknowledge you for what? You said what you said. Like, where's your self-esteem? No disrespect to my brother Vito, but damn, where your self-esteem at, bro? I gotta acknowledge you for you to be somebody, bro. I appreciate you. You know that. If I don't acknowledge you, it's for a reason. I didn't win shows where I don't acknowledge anybody in the fucking chat. And I'll stick to the script, and it's a time limit too that I'm trying to do. So listen, chill the fuck out with that. Don't do that, man. Please don't say that. And don't feel that way, because it ain't no way I'm trying to make you feel that way. It's not that. Sometimes I don't catch a lot of shit a lot of times, and it's a delay too. You know, YouTube been doing delays and shit. Like, if a niggas probably said some shit a minute ago and the shit pop up on my screen. So, but chill the fuck out, man. Don't do that shit. I love you. I got love for you, Vito, but don't do that shit, man. Like, I don't give a fuck about you. Stop that shit. Stop it, man. I ain't acknowledging you, nigga. Acknowledge yourself, nigga. I watch a lot of nigga podcasts. I watch a lot of niggas YouTube, and I throw shit in the chat here and there. Niggas don't acknowledge everything I say. And I'll probably be saying some real shit. Niggas don't acknowledge it. I don't get upset. I don't get offended. Fuck out of here, man. No disrespect to you, but come on, man. Niggas gotta stop doing that shit. I don't even know what the fuck that's about. Ah, man. That's some fucking... No, man. Because I don't want to be more disrespectful to the brother. I got love for the brother, man, but... Come on, man. That shit is this shit is irritating, man. People do that shit in the chat. You ain't acknowledging me. Like, nigga, I'm in a motherfucking live stream. I don't have to acknowledge you right away when you want me to, nigga. I appreciate you, but I'm doing a fucking show. I don't have to acknowledge you when you want me to, nigga. I ain't no motherfucking slave, nigga. I'm not no slave to any of y'all, nigga. I appreciate y'all here, but nigga, I'm doing a fucking thing that I do. I gotta acknowledge you, nigga. Acknowledge yourself. Fuck out of here, man. No disrespect, bro, but shit is just annoying that people. He ain't the only person said that shit. I'm like, yo, fuck is wrong with y'all? I appreciate y'all, nigga. This ain't that shit that y'all go on regular channel, these YouTube channels, and them niggas acknowledge you. You say something in the chat. I'm not them. Sorry. I'm not gonna always acknowledge y'all. Appreciate you, but I ain't gonna acknowledge y'all. First of all, you the same niggas that go to these motherfucking other channels and you donate to their shit, but you don't donate to my shit. So let's just be real. I ain't seen no Vito throw $1 or $2 to the chat. I mean, throw $1 to the Cash App, nigga, to the channel. Fuck you talking about? I gotta acknowledge you. Hey, don't do that. Seriously, don't do that. Don't do that. Anybody do that. Don't do that. I will get to you when I get to you, bro. And like I said, sometimes I'm in the mode of doing what I'm doing. My shit ain't scripted. I don't have no paper down here, you know, where I can do that. Stop the paper of what I'm talking about. Let's get in the chat. No. Fuck out of here, man. I like people that do that shit, man. Niggas be asking me for a lot of shit, but I ask niggas to donate to the channel. Niggas don't donate to the channel, though. But I don't get mad at y'all because y'all don't donate to the fucking channel. Got 200 and some fucking subscribers. You telling me a month I can't see $200? All y'all just donate $1? But you want me to acknowledge you. Yeah, okay. All right, man. See, I keep that shit 100. I ain't got time to be sitting here kissing niggas' ass, man. You fuck with me, you fuck with me, man. It ain't like that, man. I'm trying to ignore you, disregard you, and nothing like that. Come on, man. Ugh. Shit is annoying as fuck. All right, people, we up out of here, man. Leave comments, hit that like button, support your boy. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.